Hello. Good morning. Yeah. We're gonna we're gonna see if my PNG tuber breaks again, because it's been doing that a lot lately. But yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and talk to myself for a little bit, for 10 minutes or so, and then we'll play some more not for broadcasts, which I don't even remember how to play it. It's gonna be hard because I think I was on like a weird like survival portion of it instead of like story mode. It's like the point I was in at least was like a very like a prelude to like the challenge mode, I think. Oh, sorry about the yawning. I need to see if there's coffee or something. Not make any, but yeah. So if you're watching this future, hi, how you doing? I haven't been really as active online or been doing stuff for the stream or just setting things up. Yes, that makes sense. I have not been doing things for my channel because I fell down a little rabbit hole. I decided, my brain was like, no, you must do this now. And then I've been trying to set up also some stuff IRL, in my personal life, so, yeah. So just like, well, I've been wanting to stream, because I actually enjoy it somehow, some way. I've just been falling off on like doing stuff outside of streaming, you know? And then I gave myself a really bad headache Tuesday for insomnia. Cause that's a thing. And so I had like, take some medicine and like take a nap and stuff like that and get some water and all that good stuff. So wasn't feeling great that day. So yeah. Oh my god. This morning. I might get grabbed some coffee. I got 10 minutes before I'm gonna do anything. I don't even have the put myself in studio mode. I don't even have the game up right now. I do have it selected. I didn't make sure that it does run. But what's going on here? Pull up Steam. Enabled. Okay. Apparently Steam was like, we cannot sync your progress on not for broadcast on the cloud. I'm like, that's fine. I played it on this device. It's fine. Is the update queued for the mildew children? A small update? Gameplay experience. I need to replay that. Probably for my own satisfaction. I could probably get rid of this. I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of Who's Lila. Nobody watched me play it, and I did not enjoy playing it, so I did not enjoy getting scared. Sorry, apparently now, since nobody's here, I'm just gonna go out and clean out my Steam library, apparently. We have Lollions today. No. But yes, let's see. Isn't really a lot I could talk about. There's no... I guess I could talk about something weird. But there's nothing really happening that I can really talk about right now. I am still planning on doing like a new name change and then a like reveal a new PNG tuber and stuff like that. However, you know, I want to see what this looks like on stream. Actually, it looks fine actually. It looks. Sorry, I get distracted with how pixelated it looks in my OBS. Yeah, I was still planning to do the name change and then everything like that. However, I just don't have everything done the way I'd like it. Like, I'm still working on a banner image. I'm working on a new profile picture. Still working, of course, on the just chatting screen. And then the actual PNG tuber themselves. And then see if, like, about doing maybe different outfits or something. We'll see if I can do that on PNG Tuber Plus. But yeah, so I haven't really done a lot of work this week on it, anything. I just been kind of mostly coasting this week, which, you know what, I'm gonna try not to feel too bad about. That's fine. I need to go back and get back out there, you know, go get them, as what I'm being silly. But yeah, let me go ahead and put my mute real quick, and then I'm gonna go see if I can't find some coffee. Interesting that's showing. Oh, disappeared. Okay. It just shows when I reset everything. Cool. Alright. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go find coffee. I have some good news and I have some bad news. I'll start with the good news. The good news is I found a cat whisker when I came back into the room, just laying on the ground. My cat was just standing right next to it, so I could tell which one it was. It's like, excellent, a cat whisker. I love that. There's I have a lot of cat whiskers actually. My ginger boy, my little asthma cat, he sheds whiskers quite a bit, which I assume is an issue with the steroids he's on. But yeah, the bad news is there's not coffee yet. I have to leave in 4 minutes to get coffee. I won't be ready for 4 minutes. It's a French press, alas. So we're waiting on coffee, and then I will get started. Beep, 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 beep. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Also, I got a new microphone, or got a microphone. I was originally using my headset microphone. I'm sure everybody could tell. But we're gonna see how this one works, and hopefully it sounds good. I need to actually listen to them. I should be pulling things out and turning them into shorts, because that makes the most sense. Also, I do a lot of, because I know I do some funny stuff, but it's mostly unintentional funny stuff. I'm not a wise cracking person, right? I'm not not typically witty very fast, but I do say the darndest things, okay? And I know it. And that's okay. So I need to turn this into shorts. But anyway, yeah, I got a new microphone, and hopefully sound quality will be better. Just by myself this morning. No toasty today, apparently. Which is fine. Hopefully they're sleeping in. I'm just watching my cat right now. He's just looking out the window. I don't know what he's trying to do. Don't look at me like that. What? He stared at me. So cute. Ooh. So, I need to get the stroller out of storage, but I have one of those cat strollers, so I could take my cat on walks. It's in storage right now because I'm planning on moving here eventually. But so I need to grab it out of storage and like put some more stuff in storage, so to get ready to move. But yeah, I got a little cat stroller, and they don't love it yet. They don't loathe it. It's not the worst thing in the world to them, but they're not like, yeah, let's go right now, let's go in the stroller. They do like to go outside, but they want to like, can't we just free roam? Like, no, you're indoor cats. I can't just, none of you are leash trained right now. We're working on it, but they're not. Okay. Let's go see about that coffee. I'll be right back. Okay. Alright, now I have coffee. Let's get crack lagging. Alright, let me go ahead and pull up the game. Cats? Hi, what are we doing, buddies?
Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
Hello, cat. Nope, you cannot be on the device. Oh. Cat decided that he wants to join me, apparently. I'm playing the game. No, no, you cannot get on the desk right now. Yes, you're very cute. Do you want to say hi to everybody? Or to the recording? Whatever's happening here.
Have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
Ah. No, baby. You cannot do that. Go.
Are you saying that advance have cured death?
Alright. Let's hope. There we go.
We're only getting started.
Alright. Let's hope that I remember how to play this a little bit. I don't at all, but. The telethon? No, we were on the campaign. Okay, I'm in the lockdown segment 1. Continue. Select the screen before broadcast starts. You don't wait till you're live. Okay. I know I can do the things with my number pad. Goodness, this is gonna be hard. Okay.
This has no credibility, Jenny. No professionalism. It's not a mess. Everything is where it should be. It's ramshackle and characterful, and I expect you to know the difference. Of course Megan's place looked lovely, but I can't see it, can I?
Thanks, Jenny. How's lock-in with the boyfriend going?
What the what's going
Trying to
on?
take his chances on the wild streets, eh? Rather than endure another romantic comedy.
Jeremy, Jenny says your hair looks stupid.
Yes, I can hear her.
She says she's not talking to you.
Yes, I know, I can hear her.
Shall I count us in?
Make it so.
Okay, 10 seconds. Break a leg, everyone.
Preferably a furry one.
5, 4, 3...
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolf. Our main stories tonight.
Snugglefuck? It's been almost 5 weeks since all the Mrs. Snugglehug's toys woke up simultaneously in factories worldwide and began searching for their husbands. The Mr. Snugglehugs we have so short-sightedly destroyed. And now, as this photograph suggests, they may be changing tactics.
Built to surprisingly traditional gender stereotypes, the Mrs. Snugglehugs have been arming themselves with a variety of household implements. All the more reason to make sure that cat
What?
flap is taped up good and tight.
What is going on? I don't understand. What? Watch the timer on the right of the buttons. I am confusion. What have I done? I don't remember. This is not all what I remember happening. Okay, select the headline. I thought I did. I did?
This has no credibility, Jenny.
This is a shock button.
No professionalism.
Okay.
It's not a mess. Everything is where it should be. It's ramshackle and characterful, and I'd expect you to know the difference. Of course Megan's place looked lovely, but I can't see it, can I?
Thanks, Jenny. How's lock-in with the boyfriend going?
Decided to take his chances on the wild streets, eh? Rather than endure another romantic comedy.
So they're locked in. I remember.
Jenny says your hair looks stupid.
Yes, I can hear her.
She says she's not talking to you.
Yes, I know, I can hear her.
Shall I count us in?
His hair does.
Good, sir.
Okay, 10
His hair
seconds.
does look really stupid.
Good leg, everyone.
Oh, maybe A and B.
5, 4, 3,
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Dawson.
and I'm Megan Wolf. Our main stories tonight.
Snugglepup, it's been almost 5 weeks since all the Mrs. Snugglehug's toys woke up simultaneously in factories worldwide and began searching for their husbands. The Mr. Snugglehugs were
Okay,
a short
that's what I did
circuit
wrong.
of
Okay.
And now, as this photograph suggests, they may be changing tactics.
Built to surprisingly traditional gender stereotypes, the Mrs. Snugglehugs have been arming themselves with a variety of household implements. All the more reason to make sure that cat flap is taped up good and tight.
This frightening new development means that even those previously thought to be relatively safe, like the young and fit, must take care to watch their backs.
What?
And keep their ears open.
What is going on?
Going stir crazy, with no signs of Mrs. Snugglehug's batteries running out, and the government lockdown now in its 31st day.
What?
Domestic relationships across the country are taking some unexpected turns.
Dramatic reports are beginning to emerge of uncharacteristically bold behavior in homes across the country. And we're not talking about the model planes that occupy so much time in the Donaldson household.
In response to a nationwide paper, which was of course raided by the Mrs. Snugglehugs to construct their vast hives, many of the nation's adults have turned to a more childish solution, or at least that's their excuse.
Locked and loaded, Shin Calligraphy Johnny Handsleeves seems to be taking his own unique approach to being locked in.
Since checking into rehab, not much has been heard from the former role model, but this latest photo leaked by another resident today seems to confirm that all might not be well at Gentle Touches.
It seems that paranoia may have overtaken the residents of the infamous rehab clinic, which this morning declared itself an independent state, claiming it had more than enough sponges to last till next Christmas.
The shape of things to come? In their own version of a lockdown for more than 45 years now, the descendants of Doctors David Wong
What?
and Ingrid Horgensvoord and their unfortunate team today managed to get a personal statement to the surface using flagellized imaging equipment.
Many of the Svorsborg and Horgensbrood, as they've come to be known, have certainly captured the public imagination, with a recent vote naming Helvetica Svorsborg and Wongensvoord the most likely to survive a massive electric shock.
Helvetica Svorsborg and Wongensvoord here with a little update from Dante's Taint. This year's
Dante's Taint?
ever harvest and autumn's just 2 weeks away. Or at least that's what we think. There's no real day or night down here and all the clocks broke a long time ago. But if our calculations are right, we think that for you up there it is Wednesday, 4th and 12th of January, or as you call it, Pissmouth Day. Or possibly Boxing Day if we're a bit out. So, happy Pissmouth. I hope to get all the presents you asked for left.
Oh, I missed that.
I'm hoping to complete my collection of rocks.
Really, Pissmouth?
See you in September. Helvetica out.
It's hard to believe they've been down there so long now.
But as everyone knows, time moves differently underwater, Jeremy. That's why goldfish are so stupid.
That's right. And as anyone will tell you, the deeper the bowl,
The thicker the goldfish.
there's no denying the logic of that.
Class war, a worrying turn today for the formerly rich as ever more punishing measures are announced, Alex.
With the country becoming ever more hostile to the previously wealthy, those who managed to skip the country must be very grateful to the people who help them right now.
We have it from several sources that
What?
rich runaways have actually begun to spontaneously lose their teeth one by
What?
one. Is it
What the? What the fuck?
or has masked
What?
vigilante dental Dennis been up to his old tricks again?
And Advance speaks out, with the snuggle struggle proving a test to governments around the world. Advance HQ released a curious statement this afternoon.
In the accompanying release, they asked us to stress that they have been listening and that this should be taken as a response to how the people really feel.
We've certainly done our bit on this show to contribute to the political climate. But let's not forget, how we behave in our home lives is what really matters.
Let's hope it's not just me who filled out that questionnaire, Jeremy, or we're all in trouble.
Let's play that statement.
Good evening. One of the many new jobs I have in this current crisis is to liaise on a daily basis with the Department of Perambulation, and they have
Get
made me aware of these. Now, these are genuine requests from citizens for permission to go outside. Now, I would like to share a few of these with you tonight under the loose heading of what the fuck is wrong with you people? How difficult is this to
sorry.
grasp? I'd like to start with James from Angerhampton, who says he needs to go out because there's a duck in the park that I like to try and feed on a Friday. I call him Mr. Quackington, and I think we're really starting to bond. No, James.
They're on the tower.
Lives in parks.
I got it.
Katie,
I got it.
self-righteous on sea, wants to go out so she can deliver homemade meals to the elderly. No, Katie, stay at home. Your casserole's dire, and Shirley can get by with tins of creamed rice from the 1950s.
What?
And you, Lewis, from Bamblebury, those screams you heard in the alley last night behind your house are best left to the police. Now, I want to make this as clear as I can. Think first, stop sending me stupid, sodding requests, and stay inside. Pretend it's not happening until we tell you it's all over. Thank you.
Delectable stuff.
Later tonight, Jeremy will be catching up with brave roving reporter Patrick Bannon, while I check in with two friends of the programme who find themselves stranded at opposite ends of the country.
And then, in part 3, there's going to be a quiz. Presumably because there's nothing more important going on that you might like to report on if you were saying a news programme.
And in a moment, we'll both be asking Sophia Remington how such a trusted brand can have made such a terrible manufacturing mistake.
With what it describes here as help from popular psychic scientist Delia Lywell.
Oh, I like.
Why do you do that?
That's all coming up on tonight's
National Nightly News.
Oh, dear goodness. I flubbed that so hard.
First tonight, how did we get here? Where are we going? And most importantly, who's to blame?
Joining us from her ranch in Arlingsfield, Milkirky is the CEO of Remington's Fist, internationally respected business
Remington's
leader,
Fist.
Sophia Remington.
Thank you for having me, Megan. I'm a huge fan of your work.
And from a crystal healing laboratory, what I assume is a garage in Upper Lowington, inexplicably renowned psychic scientist, Dr. Delia Lywell. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Sorry, us?
Myself and the eminent professors.
Is that what you call the voices in your head?
You seem to attract dead scientists. I don't really know why.
The money?
They express themselves to me through ethereal algebra and quadratic predictions. It's all very technical.
No, it isn't.
I concur. Miss Remington, the entire Snugglehugs range will surely go down as the biggest public relations disaster in history, won't it?
Well, of course, that's one world record.
I'm gonna skip in the coffin.
What can you say at a time like this?
There is only one thing that can be said. I'm sorry. We're sorry. From everyone here at Remington's Fist, but especially the dedicated inventors
That
and
name.
world-beating engineers at Remington, we are deeply, deeply
Yep.
sorry. Who could have predicted that letting a child's toy learn how to love would have such unforeseen consequences?
Mary Shelley?
We see you, Sophia Remington. You are preening by a metal vessel, and where you venture, you will see neither land nor sky.
Is that supposed to be the future?
Only the past is concrete. I remember being a child in my grandpa's workshop when he made the first dancing hangman toy. He put it by my bed, and when I couldn't sleep, I'd wind it up and let it go, and I'd watch that happy little executioner wiggle and wave his tiny noose and dance before my eyes. Grandpa sold thousands of them, on the quiet, obviously. And he used them money he made to found Rimming Toys, which is now just one small part of the global supermassive megacore that is Remington's Fist. Sadly, we lost Grandpappy along the way. He died in a fire at the True School Tobacco Factory, another one of his pet projects. But we never lost his spirit of adventure.
Wow.
Yes, I'm not entirely certain what your grandfather's offensive toys have to do with the current predicament.
The spirit of invention, Mr. Donaldson. The passion to create, to
Oh, I lost my being YouTuber already.
And that is why I'm here today, to tell you about a brand new product we're launching simultaneously around the world from midnight tonight.
We said science! Science! We hear its song on the breeze, its breath on the wind, its fart under the covers.
How does she do it?
Well, please, don't keep us in suspense any longer.
Won't be my feature she's making up next.
Remington's Fist is proud to present Snuggle Traps. Safety and security in these dangerous times. Each box of Snuggle Traps contains 8 devices, all guaranteed to stop a Mrs. Snugglehug in its tracks.
Oh, you're selling the solution to your problem
Lawn or
that you caused.
And you want to know the best thing? They're only $129.99 a box. Now that is affordable peace of mind.
We see you, Jeremy Donaldson.
Not now, honey, I'm mid-pitch. The best thing about Snuggle Traps is they're powered by next-generation Flardinium batteries. So, however long the enemy lasts, these traps will outlast them.
We see you, Mr. Donaldson. You are screaming and yelling.
What the
Friends.
muffins? Oh my goodness.
Oh God, I just got chills. Did anyone else just get chills then?
I think I did.
I think it's more concerned. I think I'll be more concerned about these traps. Quickly, before we go to the break, these appear to be attractively repackaged landmines. Aren't they dangerous, say, to children?
Oh, hell yeah. These are not toys, but they're explosive fun.
Sophia Remington, Dr. Delia Lywell, thank you for joining us.
When we come back, we'll be taking a look at the situation across the country tonight.
Don't go away. We'll be back after these bandages.
Is that all right?
Oh yes, Doctor, that was exactly what we did.
Adverse.
Nice there, young Mildred.
We should make an interesting dinner guest.
I can't.
Do you think so?
I can't.
I think I'd rather spend the evening shoving Delia's sacred crystals up my skeptical...
Ah, fudge muffins. Okay. Apparently, I showed too much footage that was not for broadcast. These lights under the small TV screen, so we're trying from checkpoint, I guess. This is gonna be a tough one. Also, I thought I lost my pink YouTuber, but apparently not. Or did I not just remember pulling it back up? This one's a difficult one. Starting from the very beginning. I am.
This has no credibility, Jenny. No professionalism. It's not a mess. Everything is where it should be. It's characterful, and I expect you to know the difference. Of course, Megan's place looked lovely, but I can't see it, can I?
Thanks, Jenny. How's
Chaos reigns.
going?
Decided to take his chances on the wild streets, eh? Rather than endure another romantic comedy.
Jeremy, Jenny says your hair looks stupid.
Yes, I can hear her.
And she says she's not talking to you.
Yes, I know, I can hear her.
Shall I count us in?
Make it so.
Okay, 10 seconds. Break a leg, everyone.
Preferably a furry one.
5, 4, 3,
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
and I'm Megan Wolf. Our main stories tonight.
Snugglepuck? It's been almost 5 weeks since all the Mrs. Snugglehug's toys woke up simultaneously in factories worldwide and began searching for their husbands. The Mr. Snugglehugs we have so short-sightedly destroyed. And now, as this photograph suggests, they may be changing tactics.
Built to surprisingly traditional gender stereotypes, the Mrs. Snugglehugs have been arming themselves with a variety of household implements. All the more reason to make sure that cat flap is taped up good and tight.
This frightening new development means that even those previously thought to be relatively safe, like the young and fit, must take care to watch their backs and keep their ears open for the soft steps of sinister feet.
Going stir crazy? With no signs of Mrs. Snugglehug's batteries running out, and the government lockdown now in its 31st day.
Oh, so the lockdown's because the Snugglehugs?
Taking some unexpected turns.
Dramatic reports are beginning to emerge of uncharacteristically bold behavior in homes across the country. And we're not talking about the model planes that occupy so much time in the Donaldson household.
In response to a nationwide lack of toilet paper, which was, of course, raided by the Mrs. Snugglehugs to construct their vast hives, many of the nation's adults turned to a more childish solution, or at least that's their excuse.
Locked and loaded, Shin Calligraphy Johnny Handsleeves seems to be taking his own unique approach to being locked in.
Since checking into rehab, not much has been heard from the former role model, but this latest photo leaked by another resident today seems to confirm that all might not be well at Gentle Touches.
It seems that paranoia may have overtaken the residents of the infamous rehab clinic, which this morning declared itself an independent state, claiming it had more than enough sponges to last till next Christmas.
More than enough sponges.
Things to come.
That's all I need.
Version of a lockdown for more than 45 years now, the descendants of Doctors David Wong and Ingrid Svorsborgen Horgensvoord and their unfortunate team today managed to get a personal statement to the surface using flagellized imaging equipment.
Many of the Svorsborgen Horgens brood, as they've come to be known, have certainly captured the public imagination, with a recent vote naming Helvetica Svorsborgen Wongensvoord the most likely to survive a massive electric shock.
Helvetica Svorsborgen Wongensvoord here with a little update from Dante's Taint. This year's going to be
Dante's Taint.
ever harvest, and autumn's just 2 weeks away. Or at least that's what we think. There's no real day or night down here, and all the clocks broke a long time ago. But if our calculations are right, we think that for you up there, it is Wednesday, the 4012th of January, or as you call it, Piss Mouth Day, or possibly Boxing Day if we're a bit out. So happy Piss Mouth! I hope you get all the presents you asked for left under your Piss Mouth tree. I'm hoping to complete my collection drop. See you
Okay, I missed one.
Helvetica out.
It's hard to believe they've been down there so long now.
But as everyone knows, time moves differently underwater, Jeremy. That's why goldfish are so stupid.
That's right. And as anyone will tell you, the deeper the bowl,
The thicker the goldfish.
there's no denying the logic of that.
Class war, a worrying turn today for the formerly rich as ever more punishing measures are announced, Alex.
With the country becoming ever more hostile to the previously wealthy, those who managed to skip the country must be very grateful to the people who help them right now.
We have it from several sources that rich runaways
We'll do what we did last time.
spontaneously lose their teeth one by one. Is it some sort of cosmic justice, or has masked vigilante Dental Dennis been up to his old tricks again?
Dental Dennis.
And Advance speaks out, with the snuggle struggle proving a test to governments around the world.
Ooh.
Advance HQ released a curious statement this afternoon.
In the accompanying release, they asked us to stress that they have been listening, and that this should be taken as a response to how the people really feel.
We've certainly done our bit on this show to contribute to the political climate. But let's not forget, how we behave in our home lives is what really matters.
Let's hope it's not just me who filled out that questionnaire, Jeremy, or we're all in trouble.
Let's play that statement.
Good evening. One of the many new jobs I have in this current crisis is to liaise on a daily basis with the Department of Corrections, and they have made me aware of these. Now, these are genuine requests from citizens for permission to go outside. Now, I would like to share a few of these with you tonight under the loose heading of what the fuck is wrong with you people? How difficult is this to grasp? I'd like to start with James from Angerhampton, who says he needs to go out because there's a duck in the park that I like to try and feed. I call him Mr. Quackington, and I think we're really starting to bond. No, James, they make their hives in parks. And then Katie from Self-Righteous on Sea wants to go out so she can deliver homemade meals to the elderly. No, Katie, stay at home. Your casserole's dire, and Shirley can get by with tins of creamed rice from the 1950s. And you, Lewis, from Hamble-Bamblebury, those screams
Hamble-Bamblebury?
last night behind your house.
Oh, yeah, the screams.
To the police. Now, I want to make this as clear as I can. think first. Stop sending me stupid, sodding requests and stay inside. Pretend it's not happening until we tell you it's all over. Thank you.
Delectable stuff.
Later tonight, Jeremy will be catching up with brave roving reporter Patrick Bannon, while I check in with two friends of the programme who find themselves stranded at opposite ends of the country.
And then, in part 3, there's going to be a quiz. Presumably because there's nothing more important going on that you might like to report on if you were saying a news program.
And in a moment, we'll both be asking Sophia Remington how such a trusted brand can have made such a terrible manufacturing mistake.
With what it describes here as help from popular psychic scientist Lilia Lyle.
Oh, I like her.
Don't why do you do that?
That's all coming up on tonight.
National Nightly News.
Okay.
Okay, lovely. Well, I'm going to count us in. All right, so getting ready.
Oh.
First tonight, how did we get here? Where are we going?
Alex, they're on the tower.
Who's to blame?
Joining us from her ranch in Arlingsfield, Milkirky, is the CEO of Remington.
Whoops.
Swiss,
I thought
internationally
you
respected
could
business
get it
vendor,
ready.
Sophia Remington.
Thank you for having me, Megan. I'm a huge fan of your work.
And from a crystal healing laboratory, what I assume is
I'm just effing all this up. I'm just fucking it up. Oh, God.
Dr. Delia Lywell. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Sorry, us?
Myself and the eminent professors.
Is that what you call the voices in your head?
We seem to attract dead scientists. I don't really know why.
The money?
They express themselves to me through ethereal algebra and quadratic predictions. It's all very technical.
No, it isn't.
I concur. Miss Remington, the entire Snugglehugs range will surely go down as the biggest public relations disaster in history, won't it?
Well, of course, that's one world record we would never have thought grown.
What can you say at a time like this?
There is only one thing that can be said. I'm sorry. We're sorry. From everyone here at Remington's Fist, but especially the dedicated inventors and world-beating engineers at Remingtons, we are deeply, deeply sorry. Who could have predicted that letting a child's toy learn how to love could have such unforeseen consequences?
Mary Shelley?
We see you, Sophia Remington. You are preening by a metal vessel, and where you venture, you will see neither land nor sky.
Is that supposed to be the future?
Only the past is concrete. I remember being a child in my grandpa's workshop when he made the first dancing hangman toy. He put it by my bed, and when I couldn't sleep, I'd wind it up and let it go, and I'd watch that happy little execution.
It's a good thing that I
and wave his tiny noose and dance before my eyes. Grandpa sold thousands of them, on the quiet, obviously. And he used the money he made to found Winning Toys, which is now just one small part of the global supermassive megacore that is Remington's Fist. Sadly, we lost Grandpa along the way. He died in a fire at the Bluesky tobacco factory, another one of his pet projects. But we never lost his spirit of invention.
Yes, I'm not entirely certain what your grandfather's offensive toys have to do with the current predicament.
The spirit of invention, Mr. Donaldson. The passion to create, to problem solve. And that is why I'm here today. To tell you about a brand new product we're launching simultaneously around the world from midnight tonight.
We said science! Science! We hear its song on the breeze, its breath on the wind, its fart under the covers.
How does she do it?
Well, please, don't keep us in suspense any longer.
Won't be my feature she's making up next.
Remington's Fist is proud to present Snuggle Traps. Safety and security in these dangerous times. Each box of Snuggle Traps contains 8 devices, all guaranteed to stop a Mrs. Snugglehugs in its tracks. That's enough for a small lawn or 4 window boxes. And you want to know the best thing? They're only $129.99 a box. Now that is affordable peace of mind.
We see you, Jeremy Donaldson.
Not now, honey, I'm mid-pitch. The best thing about Snuggle Traps is they're powered by next-generation Lardinium batteries. So, however long the enemy lasts, these traps will outlast them.
We see you, Mr. Donaldson. You are screaming and yelling. Your friends are crying. They fear you. And then you're gone.
Oh my god, I just got chills. Did anyone else just get chills then?
I think I did.
I think I'd be more concerned about these traps. Quickly, before we go to the break, these appear to be attractively repackaged landmines. Aren't they dangerous, say, to children?
Oh, hell yeah. These are not toys, but they're explosive fun.
Sophia Remington, Dr. Delia Lywell, thank you for joining us.
When we come back, we'll be taking a look at the situation across the country tonight.
Don't go away. We'll be back after these bandages.
Was that all right?
Oh yes, Doctor, that was exactly what we
She seems very nice, that young Miss Remington.
I think she'd make an interesting dinner guest.
Do you think so? I think I'd rather spend the evening shoving Delia's sacred crystals up my skeptical arsehole.
Hello, mate. It's Dave. You're not going to believe this, but I've decided to come home. Listen, I'll
What?
be back at the next break and we can talk about how I get me job back. Cheers, Alex. See you, mate.
What? Okay. You decided?
Yeah, well, it's been a long time coming. No, exactly. You said it, I've said it. He must know. He's not stupid. I just don't want it getting back. No, Jenny. You're not backing out on me now. We're in this together. It's gonna work. We'll get him. I've made the cake. You're on the balloons. Got no idea how old he is. 40? 17? Yeah, ready. Okay, coming back. In 5, 4, 3. Welcome back to the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Roof. Now it's time to take a trip around the country to hear how the lockdown might impact the nation in some friendly faces. Joining me are respected academic Katie Brightman and author of Alan James's Kites, Alan James. Thank you for joining me.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me, Megan.
Thanks, Megan. It really is a pleasure, Katie. I enjoyed our little eating encounter.
I wish I could say the same.
So first off, Katie, how are you coping?
I'm holding up okay. The lockdown directive was so sudden that, like many people, I haven't been able to get home.
Oh no, what happened?
I was staying at a hotel after an international policy convention, and we had a particularly heavy night out. You know what economists are like.
Notoriously hate splitting the bill.
And I overslept, and as you can imagine, I've been here ever since. But there are certainly people much worse off than me.
Exactly. My tour has been
Oh my gosh.
Oh!
Oh.
To refund every single ticket, even the cheap seats.
Oh, Alan, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah. People are being quite rude about it. They don't seem to realise I've already spent it filling the beach house with beef.
The crisis claims yet another victim.
So, this is just a reminder that my book, Alan James's Writing, is now available in paperback.
Unbelievable.
What was that?
You're unbelievable.
So, Katie, how do you think this might affect the economy? Should we be worried?
Very. Not to sound dramatic, but this could be catastrophic. Unemployment has skyrocketed, and frankly, it will be a miracle if a lot of businesses can survive this.
There you go, scaremongering again, spreading this latest liberal hoax. That's what they want. They want us quiet. They want us compliant. And they want us inside.
A hoax? How on earth can you say that, Alan?
Well, I haven't actually seen one of these supposed toys. Have you?
Well, no, but
Did you know 3,000 people die every year from regular toys? That's a lot of people. And this is no different. You're just as likely to be hunted down by a yo-yo or a tennis racket.
He makes an excellent and persuasive point, Katie.
Don't listen to her, Katie. The press are the enemy of truth.
she's agreeing with you, Alan, you absolute shit.
Well, then I must be wrong.
Alan, are you now recanting your statement that these toys aren't dangerous?
People are saying they're just like normal toys, and that simply isn't true. Corrupt media lies.
And Katie, how do you respond to Alan's claims that Mrs. Snugglehugs might be dangerous after all?
I suppose I guess I'm agreeing with him.
Thank you, Katie. I appreciate your support.
They just.
The situation will all blow over, but it won't.
Yes, right, exactly. We need decisive action. Huge financial support for our workers and our businesses. We need to support the vulnerable, and we need
To repent. Exactly right, Katie. We brought it on ourselves with all our liberal indulgences like art, cake, and healthcare. We need to act now and begin sacrificing our firstborns, or at a point.
Absolutely, Alan. If we can all successfully come together as a community and perform the ritual, hopefully we will appease the great ancient.
What are they doing?
Katie, could it be any worse?
luckily over the past few years under advice.
What is going on?
So the system can actually bear the strain.
Is it lucky that the Llama Lords have unleashed a horde of man-made...
They're just agreeing with it.
...sealed the enemy within?
Will you just stop for 5 fucking seconds?
The Global Alliance of Fish People are amassing an army. Massive army.
Did she just throw a pillow and it hit him?
That's what you sound like.
I don't sound like that.
Yes, you do.
You do, Alan. You do sound like that.
And that's why no one wants to be your friend.
I've got loads of friends.
No, you haven't.
What is this?
You do, Alan.
Yeah, stop lying, Alan.
What are we listening to?
Good one.
Well, I'm telling.
Alan James.
Alan, you know what they
Katie
say about
Brightman, thank you
snitches,
for
Alan?
joining
I'm
me.
getting my needle.
Territory's leading minds. Any moment now, I'll be heading over to Jeremy, who is going to be bringing us an up-to-the-minute report of the status of the nation. Over to you, Jeremy.
Thank you for what I'm sure was a reasonable debate which really contributed to the national conversation. Next,
They're in the same hotel room.
someone who's always doing exactly that. It's Patrick Brennan. Are you there, Patrick?
Hello, Jeremy. Yes, hello. I'm here live. Apologies for the quality of the broadcast today. Couldn't find any cameramen or women brave enough to come and join me, so I'm out here on my own.
Right, and can you tell us what it's like out there?
Yep, I can. It's as you can see behind me, the streets are currently completely deserted. So my question, Jeremy, is just how long? I mean, could there be danger lurking just waiting to end the fledgling career of this young, promising journalist before his full potential is even realised? Will he die, underappreciated by management? If you ask me.
I don't think there's any danger of that, Patrick. What's that on your jacket there?
That's actually a sponge. What I've done here is made a snuggle-proof jacket, Jeremy. The network didn't bother sending me any PPE, so I've been forced to improvise. In fact, showing this sort of resourcefulness would make me an ideal candidate for, I don't know, for example, an anchor position starting whenever they'd like.
From your point of view, Patrick, just how safe are our streets?
Not safe at all, Jeremy, not safe at all. I'd recommend people staying inside, following government advice, and not putting themselves at any risk at all. Unless, of course, like me, it's for groundbreaking journalism reasons.
And just where are you, Patrick?
I'm in the street, on the street.
Which street?
I think I'm struggling to hear you, actually, Jeremy, there.
Which street? Which street are you on?
Oh, which street am I on? Oh God. I'm just looking for a sign. I'm on Bannon Avenue.
Bannon Avenue?
Yep.
Bannon Avenue.
Yeah, no, I can hear you fine. Yep, I'm on Bannon Avenue on the sign. It says there.
Like Patrick Bannon?
Oh yeah, that's
Why not just pick the name of the street that's near you?
Where are you really?
I'm on Bannon. Alright, fine. I'm not on Bannon Avenue. I'm at home. Alright, fine. Well, I'm in my bathroom technically, but you know, I couldn't face it, to be honest, mate. It's it's terrible out there. I don't want to go outside. They're everywhere. I'm sorry for lying.
We don't expect any less of you, Patrick.
You hear that sound?
I can, yes. I'm no expert, Patrick, but it sounds unmistakably like a tiny fist tapping on your door there.
Oh fuck, it does. Oh fuck, Jeremy, shit, no! Oh fuck.
Perhaps as a small queue of tiny fists, each wielding a different gendered household implement, ready to bash in the heads of lying little roving reporters.
But you're lying, aren't you? Oh shit! Fucking listen to me, you bastards! If you're out there, just piss off, you little fucking snuggle fuck! I'm too talented to die! Oh, what the?
Oi.
Don't worry, Patrick. I'd say you've got a few seconds before they break their way in there and finish you off. What do you see, Patrick?
Holy gosh!
Thank you, Patrick, for that report, showing the nation, and more importantly, management, just where you belong. It's time for another break, but when we come back, we'll be hoping to take your mind off the world for a little while, and who knows, maybe even bring you a few smiles. Join us after this. You're damn right. Yeah, Adam did it.
Okay. What the fuck? I love this. I love this. This part. The part where I am apparently playing an Eternal Employee video. I had the option to. Okay, look. I had the option. I had to.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to. I don't have to. No, you're being a child. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not, I'm not, I'm not, I'm not. No?
Get the fuck out of here.
5, 4, 3. Welcome back to the National Nightly. Well, welcome back anyway. We know isolation isn't easy, so finally tonight, we have something a bit different for you. Even though some people felt it's not our job to entertain the public with absolute nonsense, other, more important people overruled those people. So it's time to find out who will National Nightly win and who will National Nightly lose.
National Nightly, National Nightly, National Nightly lose.
So, how do we play? Well, joining me as a man who knows all about playing, it's Tommy Harris. Hello, Tommy.
All right, Johnny. It's good to see ya.
And how are you finding the lockdown, Tommy?
What do you mean lockdown?
The enforced isolation of everyone in the country.
Ah, yeah. I think I heard about that actually, yeah.
You're in bed, Tommy?
Yeah, you called during that time, so...
Of course, that's my fault. So, why don't you tell us how the game is played?
Well, it's pretty simple, Jeremy, you sausage. I'm going to ask contestants from around the territory 3 questions about what else yours truly. And those people are going to get a chance to win a very special prize.
And what are they playing for, Tommy?
Drum roll, please. Jeremy.
Oh.
Thank you. This.
Is that... What is that?
It's my athletic support, Jeremy.
Oh.
But I've signed it, so...
Oh, well then, what a fantastic prize.
Have we got anybody waiting to win this once-in-a-lifetime prize, Jimmy?
I believe we have Angie on the line. How do you feel about winning his man's old pants, Angie?
I've never been
Oh my goodness.
And can I just
Where is she?
I
Get out of here.
both of you.
Well, you've said it now, haven't you?
Angie, I love you.
Oh no.
About yourself, Angie.
Where's she at?
Can I say?
I'm effed.
My name is Angie. Always has been. I'm a human woman, and my dental hygiene has been described as acceptable.
Brilliant! Right, well, shall we get this shambles on the way?
Get out of here.
Absolutely, John. Can I get 30 seconds on the clock, please?
We haven't got a clock.
Yeah, I did ask for a clock. So,
Well, why don't you start, and I'll stop you when it inevitably becomes unbearable to watch.
I love it. All right, here we go. Time starts now. Question 1. When is my birthday?
The 13th of August at 7:19 a.m.
That's absolutely correct.
Oh god.
What? I said, what is my favorite color?
Crushed praline 4.
Correct, the color of my nipples. And finally, Angie dear, what is my star sign?
That's a trick question. You were born outside of the human understanding of the cosmos.
Unbelievable, that is correct. Stop the clock.
Wow, that really was tough to watch.
Well,
Get out of here.
Angie, my love, you got every
I did miss one.
question right, which of course means you lose and win absolutely nothing. Thanks for playing, Angie. Bye. Do we have another contestant on the line at Jelly Bean?
We do indeed. We should have Sonia Artleach. Are you there, Sonia?
Jamie, darling.
Thank you for being.
There you are, Tommy. Mwah.
Let me guess, you work in theatre, don't you?
Is it that obvious? What gave it away? Was it the glamour or poise?
It certainly wasn't your inherent sense of humility.
Tell us about yourself, Sonia.
Oh, well, if you must play this game. I am a theatrical agent. I represent the likes of Rudy Beefman, Samuel Coffeecup, and Jodie Carpetburn, amongst others.
And how's the lockdown affected you, Sonia?
Well, they may have closed the theatres, shut the studios, and boarded the cinemas, but they won't get me that easily.
How are you managing without any work?
Due to a savvy clause in all of my artist contracts, I am
Get out of
able
here.
to claim my 15% from their unemployment benefit.
Wow, that certainly is sharp.
Standard stuff, standard stuff.
And can I ask, where are you
Get out of here.
to us from?
Well, I work from home, you know, to keep costs down.
And who's this?
Oh, well, you know, when they gave the order, I was actually mid-meeting with a client, so we've been isolated together.
No fucking way.
What the fucking fuck?
Is that Tommy Harris? I'm a huge fan. Can I just tell you how bloody brilliant you are?
Actually, Jeff, we're about to play a game, aren't we, Tommy?
We got time, we got time.
Well, if it's not too bold, I think I am in love with you, Mr.
No,
Harris.
no, it's not too bold. That's alright, don't worry.
Oh my goodness.
To show you some of my stuff, I've been working on some new shit.
Well, at least you're already aware.
During lockdown, we've been workshopping some of Jeff's ideas for much younger children, haven't we?
People still let you know their children, do they?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I've been developing some shows for younger children.
Well, we'd love to see it, wouldn't we, Gerbil?
Absolutely dying to.
Right, so, what do kids love?
Timely transport payments from their absent fathers.
Shallow and overproduced musical numbers?
That's right. Animals! So, I'm trying to address the things that kids need to know, but through a medium that they'll understand. Do you understand?
I think, yes. I think so, yes.
Jeff's one of my best clients, aren't you?
I am. Yeah. So, the first one we've been working on is called The King of the Jungle's Mortgage Repayments. It's about a lion who's having problems with his interest rates.
I see. Does he have a broker?
He does, yes. He's a porcupine. How did you know that?
Well, your work is universal, darling. It speaks to people.
I'm going to say something to you, mate. I think you're onto something here.
Oh, the bear,
Oh,
the
yes,
bear.
Okay. I think I already messed up a couple times.
Is a very sad bear because all of the other bears don't think that it'll amount to much, and they tell him that his plays are lazy and derivative.
I think you're onto something there.
Now, Mr. Bear, tragic figure. Picture this. He's at his lowest ebb.
I can't.
Can't even face his salmon, can he?
Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
He meets someone that will change his life forever.
Ripping.
That's right. He meets a wise, old octopus who takes him under his wing and says, "No, Mr. Bear, don't be sad.
No.
You have this ambition and these dreams."
Such fucking dreams.
I think I love
Get out of here. Get out of here.
To do, Mr. Bear, says the octopus, probably doing an 8-armed gesture or something.
What you need to do to crazy old forest is you need to set yourself more realistic goals. It's called Mr. Bear Lowers His Expectations.
Wow. You really have taken yourself to new depths. And what do you want children to take away from this?
Oh, fuck shit.
What?
I said a more realistic worldview.
Are you alright, Jamboree?
It's Jeffrey. My name is Jeffrey Donington.
No, stop. How does it end? We need to know how it ends.
Well, all the animals learn a thing or two about inevitable mediocrity.
And Mr. Bear settles down near to his parents' cave, stops trying to make his band happen, and he goes into bear telemarketing.
Becomes a bear maths teacher.
Oh, and we end. We end on a big musical number. Oh, there's dancing. It's very repetitive, so it's catchy but not too challenging. Well, if you like, I could go and get my boombox.
Yeah, I might be able to. Hang on. Can we get Angie back?
Why not? The more the merrier, as they say at orgies.
Right, I'll just fill then, shall I? Coming up in a moment, it's the world premiere that nobody saw coming.
Lights!
Or wanted.
What the fudge?
I can only apologise in advance for what we're all about to endure.
To turn this shitting thing up.
All sorts of creatures down on Dangly Doodle Farm, like wise old Mr. Octopus with way too many arms. There's Mr. Pig and Mr. Cow and Mr. Moo, but that's 'cause they don't know they'll soon be sliced up into food.
Oh, this?
Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your hopes go to turn into despair. What's that over there? That's where your dreams go to die. Mr. Raccoon wants to go to the moon. He'll end up as a bus driver soon. Mr. Porcupine thinks he'll read the news at 9. He'll end up as a janitor who stinks of turpentine. Mr. Tiny Mouse thought he'd own a massive house, ended up in a bedsit where he can't control the louse. Mr. Horse thought he'd go into professional sports, now he's an alcoholic and he's on his 3rd divorce. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's the place your life becomes an endless questionnaire. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your hopes go to die. Lower your expectations. Maybe you could get a job.
What?
In telecommunications. No matter how you try, you'll never reach the League of Nations. The best you'll get is middle rank in trading operations. So lower your expectations. You'll never win an Oscar, so there's no congratulations. The future that is coming will not meet that over there? That's where self-esteem goes to die. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's the disappointment that is waiting everywhere. Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your schemes go to die. That's where your dreams go to die. That's where dreams go to die.
And before we say goodnight, there's just time for tonight's parable. For it did come to pass that on the road there was a wise man and a foolish man and a weird man. And there did come upon them from the local village a truth seeker named Unlikely Brian. And he did come to them with arms, and someone else's arms, and a question. "O wise and weird and foolish man," he said, whilst dancing the traditional jig of inquiry common in those lands at those times, "how, grant thou, can the many weights and measures of life be balanced?" And the wise man did say, "There are no riches greater than family." And the foolish man did say he'd heard a good tip for the camel race and that it was a sure thing. And the weird man did say that 2 ears.
What the? What is she saying?
Because there was no
Get out of here.
the third that wouldn't be aesthetically upsetting. Although he did see the use for a second anus. And
Really?
Brian did fall into wonder and befuddlement at their answers. Although he was also wondering if
She's turned something off the plug, Alex.
the weird man had any actual value.
Check the
in
power?
sort of professional
Oh,
consulting environment. For what he did not know was that the profound man and the practical man were both on annual leave that week, and the foolish man and the weird man were all that the agency had available. But what Unlikely Brian did not reveal was that he was asking for his friend Alex, who had enraged their spouse over a passport, treated their son Charlie like he was still a little baby.
I'm sorry, what?
And was too miserly to even pay for their daughter's college date.
You motherfucker, what?
And thus did Alex's family become like our Lord, when he discovered a turd in his cradle and was forced to ask Nebuchadnezzar to leave. Well, that's all we have time for tonight.
What?
I'm Archangel Megan Walsh.
What the fuck? She's talking about me?
We're done. Oh my god. I thought I was gonna piss myself halfway through that. No, I'm joking. Right, babe, I've got to go and get my bits done. I've seen that guy tonight again, haven't I? Yeah, well, at the end of the day, babes, he makes my fanny flutter. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, come on then, you lot, out my house. And you, Alex. Alright? I don't want you here when I'm on my date. I'm on a promise. Alex. Wake up. Wake up.
Yeah, I know this is a nightmare. Oh my gosh. No. Okay. Okie dokie. That wasn't great, but you know what? We survived at that time. And to be honest, isn't that all you could really ask of me? Is surviving it. Okay, hold on. I'm back. I'm back! Alright. Well, I'm glad I didn't have to do the little thingy because I didn't remember that. Neutral, neutral, and then this is heartbroken. I don't know. What's Russia's again? Okay. Let me go ahead and play the Reverend Wolf. Actually, you know what? I don't want to listen to that. We're just gonna continue, to be honest. I should watch that stuff to, like, get the full story, but that was a nightmare thing, so... Oh! Slowly back to conscious, opening eyes are greeted with a semicircle of concerned faces. Your family by your side, your reassuring side in these new surroundings. You blink a few times to clear the sleep from your eyes and bring everyone into focus. Looking up, Sam faces a mixture of concern and frustration. Things haven't been great between you two lately, and Chris hasn't been helping things. Looking at Sam's shoulder with a sour expression, it's clear there's no love lost between the two of you. Looming at Sam's shoulder, so Chris is there too. While Sam is clearly worried about you, the family scowl is obvious on both their faces. The worry for you wins. Yeah, I'm not gonna be an ass. The worry for you wins out, and Sam takes her hand before leaning in to kiss your forehead. Of course, sweetheart. I could never have been anywhere else. First time in a while, you both generally smile at each other before you look at the rest of your family. Susie stands there next to Sam, less worried now that you're awake and smiling. You see Sam's worry on your daughter's face, but it quickly turns to her frown when she notices you looking at her. I'm glad you're okay. It's muttered more than said. A grudging acknowledgement that, despite your recent differences, she still cares. Thanks for coming. Susie can't help but smile back at you, rolling her eyes good-naturedly. It's good to see. It's great to have you there too. Charlie catches your eyes. He fidgets with the edge of the blanket. You cock your head and look at him, one eyebrow raised questioningly. As soon as you turn to look at him, you can see Charlie tense up. He's clearly battling with hard to stay mad at you. You look expectantly at him, but he refuses to meet your gaze. And we're gonna be fighting again before you know it. One of those infectious that spreads around the room. It's always good to have him in your corner. Your smile fades as you notice your mother staring listlessly out the window. Despite all your best efforts, she's not doing well lately. Are you okay, Mom? Your mother starts your call, clearly shocking her out of her reverie. She turns to you, smiles, and you're grateful to see that increasingly rare recognition in her eyes. Yes, dear, of course. How are you feeling? You smile warmly, nod before you can respond. The doctor bustles and ushers everyone out. She asks you with what it feels like at the 100th time how you're feeling. Surprisingly well, all things considered. Excellent. There's no signs of any real damage, just a bit of shock to the old system, part of the pun. Not that we'd recommend you do anything like that again, of course, but after a couple of days of rest at home, you show right as rain. She turns to leave, but stops at the door. Oh, and the private room and care, just as to your room, which hasn't noticed, looks rather expensive, has all been paid for by Mr. Bozeman. He left us flowers and said not to worry, to take the rest of the week off. He'll see you Monday, apparently. Seems like the least he could do. Mm-hmm. A burden to bear? No. You come home from a particularly late shift to find the kitchen light still on, but it isn't normally a good sign. Everyone's usually in bed by now. Softly opening the kitchen door, you see Sam at the table. Papers and bills have been strewn out in front of them, as well as what looks like to be a second pack of biscuits. They give you a quick kiss as you take a seat next to them. Sam frowns and goes back to the billing they're hold. Hey, sweetheart, just looking at the numbers again. They look at the door of the pantry, now converted into your mother's bedroom. We've been doing our best, but I think Cassandra really needs a nurse to look after her now. Fortunately, with the money that's been coming in and what we've been able to save, we've got more than enough to keep going. With Susie home to help out, the nurse would only need to be part-time anyway. I know things have been difficult and the daily care won't be cheap, but she's your mother. We have to, really, don't we? No, we're gonna get a part-time nurse. Sort of demonically sheathed, at least for the moment. You grab the papers and stuffed them into a drawer. Such a relief not to have to worry about it anymore, or so you told Sam. Hours later, you're still awake, staring at the ceiling, thinking, how long will the money last? Until it lasts. Until it doesn't. You use the mouse wheel to change. Oh, goodness, I needed that. I was not paying attention to it. Okay. Okay. Oh, what is this? Oh, I can't do anything. Oh, I need a...
Of optical destruction and get out.
You realise I'm going to sound...
I mean it, Kath.
Stay where you are, Kath. Jenny?
This is not Jenny's decision, Jeremy, or yours.
I'll talk to Buxton.
Oh, good. You can tell him I'll return his wife's casserole dish at our dinner next week. Jenny?
I'm sorry, Kath, you're gonna have to leave.
What the fuck, Megan?
Letting it go to your head.
She nearly blinded me.
10 seconds,
I thought we
everybody.
were part of a team these days.
Things are better, Jeremy, you know that. Just stop being so
Three,
high-mighty
five,
and do your job.
You'll have me fine too.
3.
Good evening. I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
Yeah.
The establishment strikes back. The World Council has agreed today to impose punitive sanctions on the people of this country.
The sanctions, which are broad-ranging, include restrictions on the supply of oil and gas, food, clothing, and even some medicines. But how should we react? We asked the public.
What do you think about all these sanctions?
I doubt it make a lot of difference, Pet. I've lived through 2 world wars and I smoke 40 a day. And if that ain't killed me, I doubt this will either.
Thanks, Patrick. Important stuff.
Controversial Prime Minister Julia Salisbury
Oh, I need Crazy Neil.
assuaged growing public concerns with the following official statement released earlier today.
The international sanctions declared against this country today by the World Council remind us that now, more than ever, we need to come together as a team. Since coming to power, we have eradicated poverty, and as a consequence, seen crime fall to levels previously thought impossible.
Oh,
Our schools, hospitals, and youth
how do I do this again?
thriving, and our transition centres have enabled many
How do I? Oh.
In any sane world, we would be held up as a model to emulate.
Okay.
Evidently, this is not that world. The privileged few have lobbied, and now they are striking back. We will not cower before their tantrums. And we encourage other progressive nations of the world to continue to trade, visit, and share their cultures with ours. Do not be afraid.
Okay. I could not remember how to do that.
We are a team. Now more than ever.
I'm still looking here. Even I don't think I need to anymore.
Thank you.
Reassuring stuff. But what do you, the public, think of our refreshingly different government? Robin Short found out.
I was wondering if you could tell me what you think of the government.
What? That shower of iridescent pricks? Punishing success and rewarding laziness? They're taking this country down a bloody swanny. And it's not just me that thinks so. My wife Iris, she agrees.
A Flard Day's night. Following the release of the Flardmaster 5000, production of Flards are at an all-time high, requiring the new manufacturing facility in Grizzleford to move to 24-hour-a-day production.
With people finding more and more uses for the ever-versatile Flard, the team at Remington Cyst certainly have their hands full keeping up with demand.
So, is there anything better than a handful of Flards? We asked Patrick to find out. Patrick?
What's your opinion of Flards?
I'd get them banned, mate. Flards killed 3 members of my family and more than 1 pet. You should have stuck with words. You're safer then.
Pipers at the gates of dawn. Commuters in the capital this morning found themselves surprised and amused by the latest stunt from popular pressure group Disrupt.
Silent protests were held outside underground stations throughout the capital, bringing a pleasantly surreal quality to the morning commute.
Unless, like me, you have a phobia of mimes.
But how do we, as a country, really feel about Disrupt? Robin?
Do you have any feelings about Disrupt?
It's all a bit noisy for me, really. As Mother always said, leave the rebelling to the rebels, Malcolm.
Feast or famine. Resourceful doctors David Wong and Ingrid Swansborg and Horgansford today announced their first successful harvest in Dante's
Wait,
Peak.
what?
Although they can currently only grow a few fungal strains, the scientists seem to be staying positive, as the following picture shows.
The undauntable scientists chose to try and survive in the cave system while the complex rescue operation inches forward up here on dry land.
Let's hope they're like Stroganoff.
But with Advance planning to spend an eye-watering amount of public money on the rescue craft, we asked Patrick Bannon to find out what we should all be thinking about the accelerating costs.
Oh. We went back to neutral. when it was advanced, I was like, nah, neutral.
Yeah, don't worry, they're going to cut all this, aren't they? It's disgusting. Christ. Oh, Jesus, wet. Christ, have you thought about quitting smoking?
Right. No, I'm fine now.
Okay.
What were you talking about?
The trapped scientists.
Oh yeah, right.
Brilliant.
Applications finally open today for the new Advanced Team Membership Cards, a scheme by the government to allow fast access to all the new public services being introduced daily.
The team membership cards are entirely voluntary, but will be recognised as legal identification by all major organisations, including the police, banks, and thankfully, pubs and banks.
And of course, there's no charge, Jeremy.
It all seems too good to be true.
Well, you've always been a cynic. But most importantly, what should you, the public, think about the new team membership cards?
Team membership cards?
Absolutely bloody not. It's the thin end of the wedge, isn't it, Iris? First it's, can I see your identification, sir? And then it's, would you mind bending over the table, sir? So, Sergeant State Educated and Constable accent here.
Garbage.
Trunction up, get bury out!
Crikey!
They should call them what they are. They're bloody ID cards. Oh, for Christ's sake, what is it, Iris?
Oh, I'm really not happy, Algernon! I'm so sorry. Crikey.
And finally, tonight, two halves, fresh out of rehab, repentant celebrity sportsman Johnny Hamsleeve is promising to turn over a new leaf.
In a surprisingly energetic appearance on the Whitney Chinwag show this morning, Johnny showed everyone he's certainly full of life and raring to go.
You better not try that on our sofas. I doubt they'll survive the frenzy.
But what should we think of this exuberant behaviour? Patrick?
Don't really care, love.
Your thoughts there?
Later tonight, in a break from our usual responsibilities, Jeremy will be taking popular rapper Jesus to task over his street credibility. And then we'll both be meeting the team behind the new play that's got theatre critics buzzing with anticipation.
That's all coming up on tonight's
National Nightly News.
Oh. How do I... I don't know how do we make them bigger and smaller? I don't remember. That I remember how to do this.
5, 4, 3.
First tonight, let's return to our...
Jeez Louise.
With the shine coming off Advance's popularity
and the honeymoon period pretty much over,
the National Nightly News has spared no expense in bringing you the response to today's sanctions from across the continent.
Joining us to help digest this shocking development are Prime Minister Peter Clement from his home in Lanfordshire.
Good evening, Jeremy.
And from Urkistan Foreign Minister Ivan Vodovich.
It's a great pleasure. Miss Wolf, you're like...
And from Svenland, Minister of Mojo, Björn.
Hey, everybody.
Minister Vodovich, your country pushed especially hard for these sanctions. Any regrets?
My only regret is I was not able to see the face of my old friend Peter Clements when the results of the vote were announced. As you say, he has one up in your bottoms.
In Svenland, we try not to gloat, actually, because it's seen as really ugly and dangerous to some small creatures, yeah?
Oh, don't worry, Minister. Ivan and I go way back. He's a wind-up merchant who can't put up for shite. He's just trying to get a rise out of me.
You're like a man who load dissidents onto train to labor camp. Not
What? Who put these together? Who put them together?
tiny penis.
None the vodka,
No more than you. I see you on election night with mouth like man thinks he's singing beautiful lullaby. But actually he's squealing like a pig in hand with a brandy big dick farmer.
Actually, we Svenlandians, we aren't size obsessed. We value passion.
Oh my god, quiet. What do you bring to this table?
That's all well and good. And high and mighty, but where were you for the actual vote, then? Not fingering each other's fjords?
Actually, that's kind of racist. And if you must know, I've had like a really tiring afternoon and my tongue is really sore.
Prime Minister, with Advance's popularity on the wane...
You don't have to bring that up at every given opportunity, you know.
Peter, he's like man who thinks he's knitting flowers in beautiful glaze. But he's actually standing under outlaw pipe from shit factory. at shit flushing time, on their village festival of shit. I tell him this at 19th hole.
Minister Vodovich believes that left to their own devices, people will behave selfish.
It's nature of all beasts.
However, in this country, we think our citizens are capable of being more than beasts.
Pathetic idealism.
Minister Björk, Svenland has long had radically different traditions and culture from the rest of the world, and yet it peacefully coexists. Why do you think that is?
Well, you know, I think maybe the world sees us as something they can actually spiritually enlighten to, yeah?
Yeah, or maybe it's the orgy houses.
Sometimes, when foreign dignitaries come to visit us, they're actually quite skeptical, actually. So we take them on a visit to the Donga district and show them what like a progressive enlightened society looks like, yeah?
The what?
Stanley looked like woman
Oh,
who thinks
whoops.
she makes best cake in village hot baking contest. And then when she slices it open, it's just full of piss and cum.
That's just really gross, actually.
Stanley is a teeny tiny country. With population smaller than number of people, Peter Clemens has sex with his teeny tiny penis.
What? Can we not?
That's what Peter Clemens always claimed.
I'm talking about population size.
And I'm talking about Peter Clemens' teeny tiny...
Oh, fuck off, Ivan!
Oh, Prime Minister, please.
It's so easy to sit on your pile of money and gloat, isn't it, pal? You're a shite leader. A fucking god-awful golfer. And quite frankly, as my old man used to say, you're a bit of a cunt.
Prime Minister, please.
It's you who is cunt.
Minister Vodovich, please.
Your people are fucking starving, pal.
We will see how well fed your people are when the sanctions start to bite. You think your man like big scary wolf person terrorizing village, when actually a pathetic goose person searching puddle for tiny dropped off peas.
Oh my goodness! Are you so obsessed with him?
In Finland, we believe like the size of your penis isn't as important.
Oh, stop! Not a.
Okay, if everybody can just calm down.
You're so smug on golf course. They are like man who fuck pig and somehow give her birth to beautiful lady here. But now you start to see, yes? The people never happy. It's never enough.
It's certainly true that advances popularity.
It's on the fucking way. Yeah, let's go with this bollocks again. Shall we? Actually, you know what? Nah, fuck this. I'm done with this.
Prime Minister, please don't storm out.
No. I have had enough of you, Mr. Jeremy Donaldson, and your snide aside. You think you could make a better job of things, do ya? Because it's not that fucking easy, let me tell ya. Your channel is a fucking disgrace. You insinuate and edit against us and pick your headlines.
Who's doing that? Who's doing that?
The happier everyone in this country will be.
Well, we've not got long until the adverts, so...
I'm sorry for the outburst, Miss Wood.
Ah, come off it.
Very highly of you, and I know you're not the one making the editorial decisions.
Do any of you have anything you wish to add about the sanctions?
My work here is done. I like man who happy he lie down with...
Oh, stop talking. Oh my goodness. Oh my.
It would be a terrible shame here if the people of your country were to suffer because of teenage grudges and personal rivalries, yeah.
Thank you. Prime Minister?
This country.
I'm really tempted to bleep him out.
Civilized, creative, inventive country. We're not scared of these sanctions. There's no wolves at our door, only the best of people striving to help out. So no, we're not. In fact, I doubt we'll lose.
Of course not.
Because we're strong and we're well resourced, and we don't back down to things.
And on that note, we have to wrap up.
Ministers, Prime Minister, thank you for joining us.
We'll be back after these messages. 1 minute back.
Whoops.
It's so easy. So many buttons to push.
Piss off.
Well, I see you at Grange this weekend.
No, I'm admitted.
Some tossies impose sanctions on the country.
They go golfing together all the time?
I mean, wow.
So that happened.
Roaring monsters.
Public ownership.
You two are cock who think you are king and queen of
Of course. You didn't clean this from where I got shocked at the end of my life?
Are you still meant to bow to foreign royalty?
What?
Just like pets.
Honey, have they given you the Crown Prince report?
What?
Meghan?
This is Jeremy, and he'll be interviewing you.
Oh.
Yo, thanks for having me on your show, man.
It's quite alright.
Yeah, just a quick one. You're not gonna ask me about the chin party.
5 and 10 seconds.
See, put that get up on himself.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. I'm Megan Wolf. Later, we have an exclusive first look at a theatrical sensation everyone's going to be talking about. But first, it's time to go over to the culture spot with lovely old Jeremy Donaldson, who's joined by a very special guest.
They've switched the roles.
Thanks, Megan. I have the honour and privilege of being joined by hip-hop royalty. He's been called the son of the streets and the father of truth. Not sure how that works, but whatever. Let's welcome Jesus!
Thanks, Jeremy. Yeah, it's a real honor to be here on the show, the news. You know, as a kid on the streets, I used to watch you through a window of the shop, so to be here right now is crazy.
Whoops.
You've had quite the journey to be here today. Can you tell us about it?
Well, you know, I try not to, well, you know, the past is the past, so I don't like to dwell on it.
I understand.
But yeah, man, the streets is all I remember. Like, my mother donated me to a charity shop soon after I was
What?
Elderly lady took pity on me. You know, she let me sleep on a pile of crime fiction until I taught myself how to walk.
Wow, that's quite the childhood.
And she died tragically. Right there in my arms, man.
Died tragically as you taught yourself to walk?
I remember a tear falling as she lay there next to the youth homework. And in that moment, I became a child of the streets. I was just 18.
You were just...
What a tale. What a tale. You're known for your direct and honest.
Sorry.
Was your style informed by your troubled past?
Like I said, I
One,
try not
two.
to talk about it. It's just But my first album is about the story of the first 4 times I stole, so I wouldn't starve. A small group of infants came to see me as their de facto leader. They call me Mr. Cheese Slice. Anyway, we were like a family.
What is this?
Recently, you've been quite out.
Fuck the government. Fuck advance. Fuck Peter Clement.
What is it that you object to so vehemently?
Well, you know, they stole from us. They're taking our money and spending it, man.
Redistributing it. Actually, homelessness has been all but eliminated in the last couple of months.
So?
Surely that's a cause close to your heart?
Yeah. Nah, of course, man. Very much so. I just mean, like, why do I have to pay for it, you know?
Ugh.
People have been rehoused on property seized from the historically wealthy. And that couldn't have been you, could it?
Yeah. I worked hard to be here. I built this from nothing, and I deserve to be rewarded for that.
Would you say you worked harder than, say, a farmer or a care worker?
No. But if people are taking something from my music, choose to value it, buy it, who's to say I don't? And no one can take that away from me.
Not even to help, say, vulnerable children, Mr. Jesus.
What is it you're trying to say?
I just don't understand where you've placed yourself politically. I mean, is it ideological or is it tactical?
Well, it's more
Or
like,
maybe it's hereditary.
stop trying to tie me in knots with your words, Jeremy. I let the music speak for itself, and the people agree with me.
Well, that remains to be seen. But you have given me a very easy segue out of a conversation that I promise you was much more painful for me than it was for you.
Yeah.
So here he is with his hit song, Mrs. Ludlow's Tears.
Oh no, I'm gonna do something a little different. It's a new single I've been working on.
Oh, so this is unapproved, is it?
Yeah. We love it.
Excellent. Don't worry, we've got a state-of-the-art censorship system. What's the worst that could happen? So here he is with a new song. We'll be lucky. It's Jesus.
First,
Oh goodness.
you're gonna pay. Oh,
It's not a musical segment.
pay back.
Well, we're all different races from many
Oh, it
different
is.
places. At any given moment, only one could be the greatest. So you can feel elation for your participation. Still two leaders in this motherfucking nation. Now we're getting sanctioned, talking about expansion. Why does Julius require a massive fucking mansion? So fuck all your schemes. I don't need your freaky team, and I don't need your help to achieve my fucking dreams. So don't make a fuss when you find you're one of us. Yeah, every single one of you's a bit Jesus. And you can call me crazy, cause no one ever pays me. But I won't waste a lifetime being motherfucking lazy. I may be inventive, my taste may be expensive. But why would I get out of bed with no fucking incentive? Although it's contravention of your obvious intention. I like to eat a little of the fruits in my invention. You make us the same, but we're not all the same. All our dreams, all our schemes, all our means are not the same. The best of the praise, of the crest of the wave. Cause we're only equal people when we're motherfucking slaves. Take this fact, gonna stain it red. Gonna slam it into Peter Clemens' motherfucking head. Cause he's thick as shit, he's got a job he's unfit for. It's time to storm the castle with the motherfucking pitchfork. So this is for the snubs ones, the push and the shove ones, the folks who feel the burden of their motherfucking loved ones. Ones who had plenty like a motherfucking Bentley. The ones who now finding that their bank accounts are empty. The ones of aspiration who had to flee a nation. The ones who built a business out of dreams of perspiration. There's all sorts of people, the good and the evil. It only takes a glance to see we're not all equal. You make us the same, but we're not all the same. All our dreams, all our schemes, all our means are not the same. And the best of the praise, of the crest of the waves. Cause we're only equal people when we're motherfucking slaves. Gonna take this fact, gonna stain it red. Gonna slam it into Peter Clemens' motherfucking head. Cause he's thick as shit, he's got a job he's unfit for. Time to storm the castle with a motherfucking pitchfork. Get out of your seats, get your asses in the streets. Set a fire in the building, let him feel some fucking heat. Say you hate to go getters.
Okay, let some of them through.
Gonna take his facts, gonna stain it red. Gonna slam it into Peter Clemens' motherfucking head. Cause he's thick as shit, he's got a job he's unfit for. Time to storm the castle with a motherfucking pitchfork. Chase that dream, you don't need a fucking team. And advances, little dances aren't as harmless as it seems. Cause they're stale and corrupt, then you're angry erupt. Then your hearts and your minds and your fists to destruct.
So some of them.
Just there with his new song. Thank you so much for joining us in the studio. I'm sorry. I may not agree with you, but I'd just like to offer you an apology. I've just been told that there was some kind of issue upstairs, and an attempt was made to censor some of your lyrics.
What? Are you joking?
I'd just like to say to you and everyone at home that this was a mistake.
This is absolutely ridiculous. I cannot believe this.
Here at the National Nightly News, we pride ourselves on remaining neutral, unbiased, and independent of any outside interference. You have my word. We will never censor ideas. Back to you, Megan.
Well, a bit of dangerous language there, sorry about that. Well, thank you to Little Jeremy for providing our culture space.
Little?
Coming up, we'll be speaking to a couple of familiar faces about their upcoming dramatic outing. Don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
That's the ad. Jenny, this is fucking outrageous.
Just a reminder, fixing that old VCR. And a new tape. Last ad break.
Sure, now if you come with me, I really do have to ask
Oh,
you to
Trafford,
leave.
my father's going to hear about this.
I understand.
My father.
This is unbelievable, Megan.
I don't know what you're talking about, Jeremy.
I did censor some of it, but not all. Was it enough? We'll see. Also, we gotta get Crazy Neil in there because I'm making money off of Crazy Neil, and I need the money to pay for my mom's health care. Huzzah. Get it, Crazy Neil. Make that buck. Capitalism, yeah!
Oh, here we go. Look at him.
If we could just get you in position.
Oh, say no more. Say no more.
Jeremy, do you remember Mr. Algebra?
Vividly.
And Mr. Harris, and this is Ms. Radin.
What?
Philippa, please.
You're back together again, eh? Who'd have thought it?
Perhaps a lower order demon.
Yes, it is awfully exciting, isn't it? Right, okay then. We're going live in 10 seconds, opening on camera 1. 5, 4, 3.
Okay. So I see what's happened.
Welcome back, and no, you're not mistaken. Sitting across from us are some very familiar faces.
You really are too kind, Megan. It was only a yogurt commercial, but I'm still proud of it.
Here to talk about his new show, we're joined by National Treasure Tommy Harris, the National Theatre's Philippa Radin, and National Deficit Jeff Algebra.
It's so lovely to have you all. Tommy, would you like to tell us about the show?
You know what? I'd bloody love to. It's about me. It's about my life.
And where did the idea come from?
So, right, picture this. Their legs akimbo, mid-session, sweat is pouring out of me like an immense hog. And then Cindy comes in, she says, Pete's on the phone.
That's Peter Clement, the Prime Minister.
Yeah, Pete's actually a really good mate of mine.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, no, he comes to training sometimes. He's a pretty good goal speaker. Anyway, so, yeah,
Okay.
he says, Kobe, he says, how would you like to spread your message of team spirit and cooperation across this fractured nation? How would you like to really make a difference in these desperate...
So he called the wrong person.
So Jeff, the question on everyone's lips is, what in God's name are you doing here?
Well, after the success of my debut work and all the people that I've touched, I knew that I had a career in theatre. Yeah? I've always
Mr. Bear?
been an admirer of Tommy from afar. So when my manager phoned and said I'd been offered the gig as director, I was ecstatic. I whipped my trousers off and got straight to work.
Why did you do that?
I do all my best work with my trousers off.
Yeah, I can take that too.
No, I wouldn't say so.
Right, Tommy, sorry, would you just give us a sense of what the show is actually about?
It's about how hard it's been for me and some of the struggles that I've faced. It like really getting to the heart of how tough it is to be me. I call it Tommy Harris. Jesus, that was hard.
Catchy. We actually have some clips of the process of the show. Would you mind telling us what's going on here?
Yeah, so the show is built around two things that are very important.
Sorry, audience. My apologies.
Scenes from my life, as well as epic fantasy retellings of scenes from my life.
But Dad, you promised you'd come to my graduation.
I can't.
I'm sorry, son. You're an embarrassment.
But Dad, you promised you'd come to my graduation.
Back, demon! Back to the hells!
Philippa, what's it been like co-starring with Tommy Harris?
I've always dreamed of treading the boards at medium-scale regional theatres, Megan. And for once, this show really gives me something to sink my teeth into.
What's different about this show then?
Tommy, Mr. Harris's show really lets me show my tremendous range as an actor. I've always suffered from typecasting, forced to play the same tired characters in every god-awful yogurt advert or god-forsaken soap opera or, God forbid, a pantomime. But, you know, this show has really let me just go there.
Jeff, the viewers at home will be dying to know exactly what is it that you bring to the show.
Question. I think these guys would agree with me when I say that it's my steady hand on the tiller, my arm round the shoulder approach that's really brought the production from strength to
strength.
Absolutely right. Jeff's contributions are immeasurable. He was our rock. Can you give us a sneak peek of anything else that might be in the show?
Yeah, all sorts, yeah.
Yeah, we've got lots of exclusive first-hand experiences of Tommy's time in the underground sports board scene.
And some epic fantasy retellings of Tommy's time in the underground sports board scene.
You'll never take the sacred path! And am I right in saying this was officially commissioned by the government?
Yeah, all paid for by the taxpayer, which, you know, to be
What?
honest, is actually a lifesaver, really.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that without Advance's support, we'd have had to cut the finale in.
Which frankly would have been a travesty.
God, Jesus Christ!
Holy cow, that's cool!
Absolutely. It's a metaphor.
For what? And the public are footing the bill, are they?
Too bloody right they are. Between the cost of my tour bus and the dry cleaning of my ties, I'm barely scraping a profit here.
Amazing. And where can the folks at home come and see this for themselves? We're performing all over the nation. And people can see it for absolutely free, all courtesy of Advance. Isn't that incredible, Jeremy?
Yes, it's unbelievable.
Well, thank you all so much for coming. Next time we see you, no doubt, you'll have taken our jobs.
That's all we have time for tonight. Join us tomorrow when I'll
Oi.
be interviewing the world's most attractive horse. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolf. And from all of us here, have a peaceful night.
That's the ads. Let's get reset for tomorrow,
Cool.
please.
Hey, we must stop bumping into each other like this, eh?
Oh.
Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry. You have received your full wages, current health, wealth, sometimes splurging, shares. Duh. Okay. I still don't know what that is. I don't remember what that is. CH1? Channel 1, maybe? Broken Heart. Is that our channel? Am I effing up our channel? Okay. Oh! The boss man's not happy with me. Oh no. Okay, so I gotta make the boss man happy with me. Whoops. Okay. One more go, I think. It's a lazy Sunday afternoon in summer, with you and Sam making the most of both kids being out of the house. You bang your head coming out of the cupboard and the last 2 slices of homemade cake. It used to be much easier when you could store things in the pantry. It's rare for you and Sam to actually get to finish sweet things in this house, and you savor every moment. Just as you take the last bite, you hear the sound of the front door slamming. That'll be Charlie back from the Go-Getters. You hear him practically running to come find you, and he's grinning from ear to ear when he finally does. I have some really big news! You stand playing along, sitting attentively with a bated breath. Ready? Charlie asks as you both nod enthusiastically. With a flourish, he reveals a new badge from his pocket and proudly presents it to you both to examine. He announces, as of today, I'm a member of the first tier of Cohesion Cadets. There's way more stuff I'm going to be doing, and then I'll be working some weekends, but it's really cool. Okay. I'm not happy with it, but there's really nothing I can do about it. They're just gonna go behind my back. You grin at your son and you thought that he's happy and doing well. You've always had dinner as a family for the important events, and tonight is no exception. You've invited Chris to come around as an olive branch, or Sam did, that's why, apparently. It'll be the last time you're all going to be together for a while. So far as you come in fighting with Chris or Susie over politics, which Sam is no doubt grateful for. Susie spent so much time with her boyfriend lately, seems like she's barely been at home. Given how much time you've been spending together on their own, you're a bit surprised when Susie and Zach propose a big family dinner tonight. They're going to announce something. Oy. He and Chris have gone on like a house on fire, much to your irritation. And of course, Susie can never do any wrong in your mother's eyes. So despite the fact that you're all packed around this kitchen table, the air is happy. You take a sip of your drink, enjoy the moment. You and Zach have never seen quite the eye on matters of politics. While you don't share his strong disrupt tendencies, you have to admit sometimes he does have a point about the government. Still, if you make Susie happy, that's what matters. Susie stands, tapping her glass with a spoon, silencing the various conversations. We have an announcement to make. Catches you by surprise and find you're hoping for good news. And when together when we tell you, we hope this isn't what you think it's going. Zach and I are moving in together, she announces. Congratulations from around the room. Well, I'm moving into Zach's studio for now, and while we look for a place for the two of us. Susie follows up quickly, clearly excited to be telling you. That's great news, sweetie. I'm happy for you both. Susie grins at you as Sam turns to her and gushes, oh, tell us about the places you're looking at. The room fills with excited conversation and laughter. It's great to see your daughter happy. Eventually, it's time for Susie and Zach to leave and head to their new home. It turns out while you and Sam were out in the afternoon, they'd been moving Susie's stuff as a surprise. See, the thing is that, like, announcing it and then immediately doing it and, like, announcing the whole room. Interesting. There are a few tears, mostly smiles, you see them out. Even Chris has been surprisingly well behaved this evening. Hopefully it'll all work out. Close the front door and Sam disappears upstairs. When they don't return, you go looking, find them sitting in the floor of Susie's empty room. Slide down the wall beside them and put your arm around their shoulders. Everyone has to grow up sometime. Hello? Shopping? Something that's always been so tedious before the sanctions have been even more of a chore now. You managed to get almost everything you needed for your family this evening, but you'll have to come back tomorrow to get through the week. There's a queue to leave the car park, though it's hard to make out why in the dark. Hopefully whatever's causing it won't be long. As the final car in front of you drives off, you realize the queue is actually due to a checkpoint set up at the exit. A friendly-looking man in advanced uniform, CCO, emblazoned in a number of places, approaches your car and knocks on the driver's side window. You roll it down. Good evening. Nothing to worry about. I was just wondering if I could see your team membership card, please. Weren't these cards supposed to be voluntary? I'm sorry, I don't have one. Ah, that's not a problem. We got forms with us right now, and I'm more happy to sign you up. The man gestures to his colleagues behind him, a young woman in a similar uniform. She's clearly received the short end of the stick and stuck with the paperwork. I thought the cards weren't required. Well, strictly speaking, they're not, but there's also loads of benefits to tapping them. No reason not to get one. He smile fades a bit, and when he puts his hand to scratch the back of the for a moment, he leans over to you, his presence seeming a little intimidating. No thanks. It's not something I want right now. I'm just trying to drive home, my dude. Almost instantly, the friendly demeanor is gone, and his expression is one of stern disapproval. Well, obviously I can't make you sign up, but I would strongly recommend you do, and soon. We wouldn't want people to think you had anything to hide, would we? He takes a step back and gestures for you to drive on. You're sure you see him writing something down in your rearview mirror as you head home somewhat more hurriedly than before. Clearly, Vance is keen on everyone joining the team. Of course. It's a Saturday, one of your few days off, and you made the most of it. And as late afternoon draws on, the invitation sits pinned to the fridge, staring accusingly at you. The Channel 1 Gala is a mandatory work event. Bozeman was quick to tell you. Also, don't be late. Don't you dare be late. You've already skipped work weekend. You can't do it again. Best to go. Okay. No, yeah, I've already skipped one work weekend. I can't do it again. Best go. Let's start getting ready. You wonder if Sam will give you a lift. A drink or two might help you with the first office socializing. Hopefully it won't be too bad. After all, you're pretty good at your job, right? No, I'm not. I'm not good at my job, but appreciate the thought. You arrive on time, barely, at the Sylvanian, one of the oldest and greatest hotels in the capital. You're surprised to see it cute to get in, and quickly realize it's because people are being searched at the door for by some very military-looking personnel in smart attire. While you wait, you can't help notice how very opulent the ability is, possibly the fanciest you've been in your life. You submit to being pat down and would silently let into the hotel. Once inside, you're directed to the grand ballroom and follow the signs. You marvel at the sheer scale of the place and the amount of armed guards. When you finally arrive, a very severe-looking woman at the door asks for your name. I'm Alex Winston. She asks her before whispering something to the waiter beside you. You've made it just in time to be seated before dinner. Please follow Manuel here to your table. He smiles, waves to you, and opens one of the great double doors, gesturing for you to enter. Immediately, you can see why it's called the grand ballroom. You pause for a second to take it all in. You feel a slight tap on your arm, and Manuel gestures to you to follow him. He seats you at the table in the central floor area, and with a decent view of the stage. Clearly, you're in Bozeman's good books at the moment. You're sat... No, you're not. It's a heartbroken thing. You sat at some colleagues you've seen around the Channel 1 offices before and don't know that well. One of the forced you far too excitedly. It's a very corporate evening of awards and speeches. At least the food should be good. Dinner is indeed lovely, and with the help of the no doubt expensive wine, conversation flows easily enough. Blah, 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 blah. In fact, much to your surprise, you're actually presented with an award for best newcomer to the Channel 1 family. Well, oh no. Oh no, I don't want people to know me here. Don't know me. As you walk up to collect it, you recognize the presenter as Dr. Adrian Atkinson Blymead of Incisors fame. He thanks Advance for sponsoring this year's gala, before specifically thanking Prime Minister Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement for being in attendance tonight. Cool. Cool. Oh no! This was the worst idea! I don't want these people to know me. As you take in the stage, you see the frontmost central table doesn't really seat the prime ministers, as well as Bozeman, Megan, and some very what-to-do types that you don't recognize. Well, that explains all the security. Okay, Bozeman is there, Megan is there, but where the fuck is Jeremy? As you're handed the award, Dr. asks if you like to say a few words. Not gonna do that. As you think Advance, applause breaks out around the room. Both Peter and Julia stand up to magnetically accept it before saying the nice about them, but thanks all the same. As you head your seat, you see Bozeman nodding at you with a satisfied smile on his flushed face. Clearly, that was the right speech. Okay. Okay. As just as you finish one of your people, the people at your table points behind you. You see Bozeman walking briskly past with Julia and Salisbury and Peter Clement in tow. You're pretty sure he was pointedly ignoring you. He seems to be introducing the prime ministers to a selection of people at different tables better than you. He's pointedly ignoring me? Thank you, Bozeman. I'm sure he was like, not the one that's been like, let's put all the bad things about Advance on the table. As you finish off the rest of the meal, listen to the last few speeches and then head home. All in all, surprisingly nice evening. You might actually look forward to the next one, providing Bozeman invites you to that one, of course. What now? Oh. Affected by your choices at home and at work. Okay. Okay. Oh, there's... Oh my gosh. Oh, hate that. How do I move this? Oh. Oh, I hate that.
Yeah? Yes, but he is. Our gun-toting handler.
Who, Andy?
I don't know what the fuck his name is, do I?
He's here to keep us safe from people like Disrupt.
More like keep us in line. Hate guns. Give me the willies.
10 seconds, everybody.
So, we've got any actual real news tonight?
Well, the world's on fire. That good enough for you?
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Dawson. Our main headlines tonight. siege mentality. The World Council today established a military blockade to enforce the unjust and punitive sanctions now entering their 10th week. In a statement from team headquarters a short time ago, Prime Minister Julia Salisbury issued a commanding response to this unprovoked escalation.
The regrettable decision taken by the World Council this morning have left the citizens of this country isolated and fearful. But Advance have prepared for
I don't see the heat, apparently.
Our stockpiles are large, our wealth is unfathomable, and we will defend our citizens with every last breath from this latest brutal and calculated act of war. We are with you, one team, indivisible and strong.
New Leaf, former footballer Johnny Handsleeves has made a surprising revelation about what he plans to do now he's leaving rehab. Having successfully finished his treatment of facing public indifference, the sporting hero has decided to step away from public life and dedicate his time to the betterment of others. Johnny claims his new system can help with anything from addiction to weight loss through his program of interpersonal spiritual practice. He describes the treatment as a very delicate
That's not great.
quiet reflection and guttural screaming with a lot of nodding. In it to win it, exciting news from Advance today with the announcement of a new monthly prize draw for all team membership card holders. Every month, lucky winners from across the country will be picked at random to receive what Team HQ are describing as unique prizes worth more than money used to be. Take-up on the scheme has been much higher than expected, and if this lucky winner's delighted face is anything to go by, it looks like pretty soon everyone's going to have one. A bridge too flat. After disappointing sales leave them with a massive flood surplus, Remington's Fist have had to find a use for their overflowing stocks. After the decision to ramp up production was met with public outcry, Sophia Remington has let slip the future for the overflowing flock of failed floods. It seems there are now thousands upon thousands of shipping containers full of the formerly fashionable fabrications lying unused and unloved in warehouses around the country. An official spokesperson refuted this claim, saying many of the crates also contain corporate whistleblowers, endangered species, and long-lost priceless religious artifacts. The cost of a captain. The trapped
You know what?
scientists awaiting rescue.
I really do not want the membership cards on there. We'll have to do the next one. I don't want to be too obvious.
The appointed captain comes amid reports that a lack of public interest has hindered fundraising efforts. However, Doctors Wong and Sforsborg and Horgensford are said to be remaining hopeful despite financial concerns. The decision to hire infamously cheap but notoriously unreliable Captain Archibald Viator III was widely criticised this morning after he immediately spent 50% of the already tight budget on tequila, recording it on the equipment list as nature's seatbelt. Life during wartime. As if we didn't have enough aggressors on our borders, internal problems are growing for the government as radical activist group Disrupt caused chaos in Parliament Park last night. Scuffles broke out after the protests, resulting in multiple arrests and the injury of 3 community cohesion officers. Advance have yet to comment. The reckless fire will certainly be remembered by all those who have seen these striking images. As their actions escalate, people across the country are asking themselves, who are Disrupt and what exactly do they want? Other than a new box of matches, of course. All this, and I'll be talking to some people with fascinating medical conditions, as well as one of the contenders in this year's Feline Football Championship, and her proud owner. That's all up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Oh. Of course. Fuck. Check power. I'm trying to.
But first tonight, our team of correspondents has been dispatched to every corner to see how the people of this great nation of ours are coping with this unprecedented hot weather. First, let's go to Megan Wolf in Shining-on-Sea to see what the scientific community has to say.
Interesting.
Megan, how's the weather there?
course, Jeremy. Thank you for asking. I'm here with Dr. Anna Burns at the University of Princeton. Are you enjoying the weather as much as I am?
Oh, yes, it's wonderful, isn't it? My eyelids are sweating.
And you're part of a team carrying out a study into just what's causing this unbelievable heat, is that right?
Yes, that's correct. Yes, we want to be able to reassure the public once and for all that there's absolutely nothing to worry about and that they can enjoy their sunstroke and fossil fuels in peace.
You sound very confident about that.
Oh, very much so. I can say without any hesitation, there's really no cause for any concern here. I've actually left my car running.
So tell us about this experiment.
Well, we take data from weather stations from all over the world, along with atmospheric samples, and we take
I definitely want to see this part. What they're talking about.
state-of-the-art computer, and very soon we'll be getting a high-tech readout of the results.
Blimey, that sounds very fancy.
I should just say, none of this would be possible without the generous support of Remington's Fist. This is all thanks to their unrivaled investment in our future, and may I just say, complimentary personal anecdote. Oh, here we go. And, as expected, everything is absolutely fucked. Hang on. This can't be right.
Right, but obviously you said a second ago that everything is absolutely fine, so...
Well, actually, under concern level, it just says, why, God, why?
We should be celebrating these wonderful results, I think.
Okay.
Yeah? We need to evolve gills within 40 years.
You look thirsty.
Here it just says, shit.
Look at you. This is meant to be a celebration. Can't go around looking like that.
Shit.
There you go, much better. Can I just say thank you again to Sophia Remington for providing all of this.
Everyone, we don't have long. Time is running
out. Absolutely right. That is all we have time for.
Abandon hope and return to the forest.
Enjoy that. I'd like to thank Dr. Burns for just one opinion on the climate.
The sea will reclaim us all.
There you have it, Jeremy. Proof, if proof be need be, that everything is just fine. I'm Megan Wolf, here with science. Back to you.
Megan Wolf there, attempting to do some actual news. Next, heads over to Robin Short, who's in Scritchford with some of the winners of this week's team membership lottery. Robin?
Thanks, Jeremy. I'm here in Scritchford with Gary Failsafe, a janitor at the local school, and Amelia Jackhammer, an aspiring poet. Both of you were drawn at random from those who hold team membership cards to receive this field filled with fervent euphoria.
Yeah, good, yeah.
And all that we had to do was fill in a quick form or two. Wow, that sounds so convenient, but we're all dying to know. What have you won? That's right, Robin. I've won dinner with Julia Salisbury at one of the capital's top restaurants. Ooh, swanky.
And I've been invited to Peter Clement's house to help him dredge the gutter in there.
That's absolutely terrific.
Wow!
Both be over the moon. I've written a poem about it. So, can you tell me about the moment when you first heard the news?
Well, I was battling against a particularly difficult floater, probably one of the sixth formers, when the headmaster came and found me.
I was involved in a similarly brutal conflict with a particularly arduous stanza.
Turn it off for now.
So you were both polishing turds.
No, I don't like to polish them. I like to keep them intact for my collection.
Oh. How unexpected.
I don't polish turds. I write poetry.
Potato, potato. So, Gary...
Do you think Peter Clement's going to let me keep the contents of his downpipe?
There's no harm in asking, I suppose.
Or would you like to hear one?
No, thank you. Gary, when you signed up for team membership, was it in hopes of winning the lottery, or were there other reasons?
I like a flutter, of course, but no, the boss said I had to sign up to keep coming
Quiet.
into school.
Very sensible. It's important to know who we're trusting around our children.
Oh, I have an unpublished book of sonnets about children. Perhaps you'd like to hear one.
No!
Or an anthology of haikus on the death of innocence.
Quiet.
I'd rather hear about Gary's turd collection.
Really? I thought you might say that.
Are you all right?
Yes, it's coming. It's inspiration and it's delicious.
Right you are.
Today on the show there's no news, just a man who keeps multiple poos. Then
This bigger is my favourite. See how it's fibrous, really lovely texture.
Would you encourage other people to enter for their chance to win?
If it's colour you're looking for, take a gander at all blue eyes here.
The national news lost its way when it covered some crap on a tray.
These are quite rare.
Maybe that was unfair.
And that's all we have time for today.
This is pretty good.
To you, Jeremy.
Thanks, Robin. What a lucky pair they are. And finally in this segment, it's over to Patrick Bannon, who's gone to the smelliest town in the country to see how the unprecedented weather is affecting the locals. Patrick?
Hello there, Jeremy. Hello, yes. I'm here live in Grizzleford, which was recently voted the smelliest town in the country. And I have to say that, you know, in this heat, the smell really is. I mean, it's something. Barry Lardons, mate, you've lived here your whole life. How'd you put up with the stink?
Well, we're just all very proud of our achievement, to be honest with you. You can tell that, look at him, proud as punk. Do you know what it's like, son, being the second smelliest town? I don't know, living in the shadow of Arseminster. Those smug fucks. And who's laughing now, eh?
Well, not me, that's for sure. So what happened, mate?
Right, the good people from Remington's Fist came in and saved the day with their factory.
You're talking, of course, about the newly built Flard factory.
Yeah, they gave us this big presentation on jobs and growth. But as soon as we heard about
When I hit 1, I'll switch the.
to put it here.
Does stink not affect your life in every way, Barry? I mean, perhaps if you're filling in a tax return or completing the physical act of love.
It's strong at first, but you get used to it after several weeks of your first bout of sickness. The judges were very impressed.
So, what's sickness?
Oh, that's nothing to worry about. It takes a few minutes before you develop any symptoms. Now, folk are saying something about the production line and how they dump carcasses directly into the water main, but I think it's probably the fume valves on the high street.
On the high street? Should I see a doctor? What are the symptoms?
Well, the first one is asking stupid questions. Then folk experience a lot of inhibition.
Fuck off, do they? When was the last time you brushed your teeth, you stinking old tramp?
Next recording is a period of randomly bursting into song, followed immediately by delusions of grandeur.
That's not really a problem, never sung in my life. Hello, it's sexy Patrick Bannon, and he's wearing sexy shorts now. Oh my God, look at me. I'm like a stallion.
I still don't know how to do that part. Okay.
I should take my shirt off. You know what? I'll even let you touch me if you want.
That will be the bout of undeserved self-confidence.
Love the Bannon. Feel the Bannon. Oh, man.
And the ennui. All that's left now
Got it.
are the hallucinations and unconsciousness.
Another Dotty?
What? What's
Why
going
are
on?
you made out of elbows? You know I don't eat opinions.
Oh, don't worry, folks. Once he wakes up, he'll be just fine. We'll just find a place to stick him where it won't matter how many times he evacuates his bowels. Right, that's all here from Grizzleford, a town that's really making a stink. I'm Barry Lardons. Back to you, Jeremy.
Thanks, Barry. With a naval blockade being set up around our coastline as we speak, when we come back, I'll be talking to 3 members of the general public who appear to be here purely for medical reasons. Don't go away. Unless, of course, you've got something better to do. We'll be back after these messages.
This next section features a potentially controversial guest.
Oh, does it?
May request some censorship if he goes too off topic. You've done a great job so far keeping everyone happy, so let's keep up the good work.
Great.
And I can't do this anymore.
You say this every Friday.
I've done something.
What do you mean? Jeremy?
Jeremy, what have you done?
Mikey story.
Of course it is. Oh.
That's what I'm talking about? Cat football? We should be doing an interview with the War Minister, or a report from the Downs. Even the weather's more fucking relevant than this.
Jeremy, please, just breathe. It's just something like
Exactly, which is wrong. People's minds should be very much on things. Christ, it's so fucking hot.
Please take your seats as quickly as you can.
I can't do this anymore, Jenny. I've had enough. That's it. This is just
10 seconds. Get over yourself, Jeremy. Why don't you stop feeling sorry for yourself for 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News with me, your host, Jeremy Donaldson.
Jeremy.
Later, we'll be talking to the captain of the Territory's first cap football team, Professor Pumpkin. But first, I'm joined by 3 guests with some balmy bodily behaviours. Joining me is a woman who's been hiccuping for over 9 months. Isn't that right, Miss Piercy?
Yes, that's right.
Yes. Tell us, what brought all this on?
Well, it's all a bit of a blur, Jeremy, to be totally frank with you. So I was watching your show and I remember seeing the news about the election, and it hasn't stopped since.
Fascinating stuff. Also here is Frankie Steampipe. Perhaps you could explain to us exactly what your physiological foreboil is.
I'm here to say it's high time people like me were respected. We're constantly overlooked in the workplace, we're whispered about on buses, and we're asked politely to leave children's birthday parties. And it's disgusting. I'm sorry, my bowels have comic timing.
And finally, I'm joined by a man who answers every question honestly, even when it isn't aimed at him. How do you cope with that, Mr. Truman?
With a combination of booze, self-hatred, and hardcore pornography.
Okay.
According to my therapist.
Well, in that case, let's speak to Rose. Tell me, how does the hiccuping impact you?
I get shushed a lot, which is hard. At work, they've asked me to stop answering the phones. It's really affected my confidence.
Well, I find it really fucking irritating.
People tend to believe your story?
Fuck no.
Actually, I've been surprised at how much support I've received.
And Frankie, why have you come here today?
Because my wife left me, and I was hoping that the fame would win her back.
We've started a group of people with ailments deemed broadly comical by society. It's called Take Us Seriously.
That's right. And we bloody well mean it.
And who's joined so far?
A bunch of fucking losers.
It's just us so far.
And how much success have you had?
Well, we've seen some real positive changes.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but it's been a runaway success.
Shit all. Not a single person come to our fun run, and all of our leaflets fell in the canal.
Huh. Well, Miss Piercy, some people are saying your condition was actually caused by the shocking events of that night. What do you think?
Come down, Mr. Donaldson, that's absolute rubbish.
What it'd be like to have a pair of tits.
Could you?
Whoops, I'm sorry.
It's very hot. What was I thinking?
That you're a team fuck puppet?
No.
Or a sellout cunt?
Apologies. Just a reminder that he can't help it. And hey, if this isn't live television, then what is it?
Fuckfest of propaganda masquerading as journalism.
Right, Frankie, Rose, tell us, how can the viewers get involved with your cause?
Yes, we're holding a sponsored run in Capital Park next weekend. It's called the No Smiles 13 Miles.
No, it's called the No Laugh Half. What did I say before the show?
That it was the team pulling Jeremy Donaldson's strings.
No, I didn't say
Wow, we
that.
may have to end that there, unfortunately. What a harmless bit of fun.
Steady on!
This is exactly what I'm talking about. We demand respect.
Yes, well, later, I'll be talking to Professor Pumpkin. Ginger Tabby was a world-class pair of penalty balls. Is that really necessary?
No, it isn't. Let go. Not you.
Unhand him at once!
Enough! That's enough!
Oh!
What are you doing?
Try not to piss myself.
Alex, cut.
Don't you dare! Don't you fucking dare cut to the ads before I tell you to. You in the broadcast centre. Both little escape papers.
Yeah?
You listen to me. You cut to the ads before I tell you to, and I will kill every single person in this studio. I am thinking about what I'm doing. I've been thinking about it for a long time. We all should be. Christ, it's so fucking hot in here. Do you remember before it was all lottery winners and bloody cat football? We are on the brink of a siege, the likes of which the world hasn't seen in hundreds of years. The enemy is at the gates, and I'm stuck here talking to these three fucking idiots.
I think my hiccups have stopped.
You three, get the fuck out of my studio. Go on, now, go, before I change my mind. Jenny, lock the doors. Lock the doors.
Yes, Jeremy.
Good. Yeah. You in the broadcast centre.
Yes, hi. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I'm sure you've already loaded up exactly what you're going to play in the commercial, but today is going to be a little bit different. Look to your right. Yes, really. Look to your right.
I did!
Test tape, and I want you to load it into one of the machines, and when I say so, and not before, you play it. You've got about 15 seconds, so I wouldn't waste any time.
It's done.
Now, all cameras.
I assume you won't be playing that tape. This station does not negotiate with terrorists. I hope I've made myself clear. You seem to know what to do.
Every single thing that comes out of this studio is either one-sided, or for now, we're going to show the other side for it. For a bit of fucking balance. And a good old days. Alex, play the fucking tape. I don't want to hurt anyone.
We're playing the tape, y'all!
Anything I don't like, I will not put it.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to do.
For the third segment. I imagine the ratings are going to be through the roof.
Alright. My hand's been forced. Actually, you know what? Okay. Wow. We're ready. We're ready! Who the oh, of course. Alex! Alan James! Oh my goodness, you piece of crap. Ugh. Replay. A plus? Replay? What? What's going on here?
How long?
Oh, I can replay
How long? 17 seconds. And the studio doors are all still locked? Yes. So what now? I don't know. This wasn't what I planned. I mean, some of it was. I had speech, look. But this was unexpected.
So what now, Jeremy?
It was supposed to be your day off.
Please, don't do any more stupid things today.
How long?
You already lied.
Welcome back to the National Night News. Joining me unexpectedly, for I very much imagine will be my last broadcast, are two new guests. Jenny works here at the National Nightly News and is someone I consider, well, a friend. And next to her is, what's your name?
Andy.
Andy's a policeman. Only we don't call him that anymore. He's a community cohesion official.
Officer. It's community cohesion officer, CCO.
And how's that for you, Andy? Being rebranded?
It's good. it's not about confrontation anymore. You know, the force had its fair share of problems. The team doesn't have as many.
But it still has some.
I couldn't say.
Couldn't or wouldn't?
I don't know what you want me to say.
Christ, you're fucking useless, aren't you? We'll come back to you later. Jenny?
Don't want to be in the news, Jeremy.
You want to do this? did you join the National Nightly News team?
I always wanted to work in news.
Yes, but why specifically this program? The National Nightly News.
It was the news everyone trusted. Do you really want to quibble semantics at gunpoint?
Is there something else you'd rather discuss?
There is the great big Alan James-sized elephant in the room you seem to be ignoring.
What do you mean?
Saw your face when that kid came down. You didn't know, did you?
It's about the message, not the messenger.
Like I said, you didn't know.
No. I didn't know. The people I met were with... He wasn't there. I didn't know it was Alan James.
I'm sorry. But seriously.
Yeah, Alan.
James. You're washing your life down the toilet. God, I love you, Jeremy, but...
He's a good speaker.
No, it's Alan James, dude.
Alright.
Look, forget Alan James. There is still something deeply wrong. And you know it, Jenny. And you know it, Andy. And you Owen, you know it too. Meanwhile, I'm interviewing a guest who stinks of shit. Patrick is paddling about in shit. And Robin is literally interviewing someone who collects the fucking stuff. I mean, it's not sophisticated, but what a metaphor. We are sleepwalking our way into oppression, and the news isn't saying anything. We're not saying anything.
Says who?
What are all those scientists working on at Grenfell Downs? What are they testing underground at Altergrave? Andy, your turn. Make yourself fucking useful. How many people have you brought in for consultations just because they weren't carrying or didn't have team membership cards?
Oh, well, there's other forms of identification that we will accept.
For how long?
We're just here to help.
Then why do you need these? Not really help when it's offered at gunpoint, is it, Andy? Let me demonstrate it for you. Let me help you.
Oi, 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 oi.
You read these cards and my notes on it, and you'll probably digest a fact. That'd be helpful, wouldn't it, Andy? Knowing a fact?
I don't understand.
Do you want my help,
Yes,
Andy?
yes, whatever you say, yes.
Security are here, Jeremy.
Eat it.
What?
Eat the fucking news, Andy, or I'll force it down your fucking throat.
Jeremy, stop.
Go on.
Really?
Eat it. Eat it, you fucking bully.
Jeremy, stop. We will kill you. Please, don't make me watch that.
You're right. Sorry. Sorry, everyone. You can put the card down now.
Mm-hmm.
You can go now. You too, Jenny. Fuck off over there. In any time. All cameras on me.
They're on you. Who's the camera guy in the room?
This new regime of ours is so seductive. I understand that. But before we all hand off our freedoms, should we ask to whom we're handing them over? Don't you want to know what's being done in your name? How many people were transitioned last month? A record high. Again, if you care. Shouldn't someone ask advance how they plan to deal with this blockade? How many years or months of supplies we have? Why aren't we asking these questions instead of whose shit is this? There's a cat backstage dressed as a fucking goalie, for Christ's sake. He's even got the little gloves. That's why I arranged for you to see that broadcast from the last break. I didn't know it was going to be him, but I guess that just about sums it up. We are all up shit creek with a paddle made of Alan fucking James. Christ, it's also fucking pointless. I was going to quit. Take a holiday. Try something else. Out of the limelight. Having a relationship. I hear they're nice.
Thinking.
I loved it. And now, well...
God, Jeremy, don't!
I've tried my best to be honest with you, but This just isn't the news anymore. And I'm sorry. I've lost this fight.
Alex, think of the consequences.
Please, we can't
All
change.
of
Cut
you.
to the ads.
My name's Jeremy
Now!
Bowles.
Do it now!
I did it. In fact, I cut to an advanced ad. Broadcast complete. Wow. I cut to the advanced one. A+, baby, for the last two. Your full wages, current wealth, sometimes splurging, shares. Oh, no. Oh, I got the heart back. Woo! Alrighty, let's. Let's do this.
I'm sweating like Peter Clement in an off-license here.
Okay, we're working on it.
What, you've got someone to hose down the sun, have you?
Yes, they've just strapped on their wax wings.
Classical illusions are no substitute for air conditioning.
You know, I genuinely thought you'd be in a better mood today. She's not even here.
Yes, but he is. Our gun-toting handler.
Who, Andy?
I don't know what the fuck his name is, do I?
He's here to keep us safe when people like disrupt.
More like keep us in line. I hate guns. Give me the willies.
10 seconds, everybody.
So, we've got any actual real news tonight?
Well, the world's on fire. That good enough for you? Going in 5, 4.
I don't think it has
3.
air conditionings. Maybe. Okay. Stop. Heat wave reports play.
All this, and I'll be talking to some people with fascinating medical conditions, as well as one of the contenders in this year's Feline Football Championship, and her proud owner. That's all up on tonight's National Nightly News. And after that, I'll be asking my own person what it thinks about the global financial situation, as well as what 3 members of the general public think about how a nuclear reactor might work.
Could you be a little more dismissive in your delivery? I think there's a viewer out there somewhere who missed it.
Viewers? We still have some of those, do we? Perhaps they're hoping to run into a fact.
Jeremy, get it together. Don't give Bozeman any more ammunition.
Oh, no, thank you.
Coming back from the titles, quiet in the studio.
I really best not.
But first tonight, our team of correspondents has been dispatched to every corner of the country to see how the people of this great nation of ours are
Just the
coping with
one
this
I am supposed to be
unprecedented
working.
hot weather. First, let's go to Megan Wolf in Shining-on-Sea to see what this scientific community has to say. Megan, how's the weather there?
It's absolutely glorious, Jeremy. Thank you for asking.
Are you fucking kidding me? She's on a beach with a fucking cocktail with what looks suspiciously like actual news.
Would you rather she was here with you? Because that's been going so well recently.
No, I don't want that either. What I want is, well, never mind.
Hmm.
Right now, I'd happily settle for a desk fan.
Bozeman will never approve it.
Do you know they have dinner together?
Who?
Bozeman and Megan, and Bozeman's wife, who is lovely, apparently. Who would have thought it? Bozeman managed to persuade some poor, hapless victim to shackle themselves to his ego.
Your mic's still live. And I have met Bozeman's wife, and she is lovely, actually.
What do you mean you've met Bozeman's wife? How come you've met her? I don't even know she exists.
Because in the 8 years I've worked with you, I've never seen you attend a single workplace social.
That's why he.
Yes. Imagine the horror of spending an evening with your colleagues.
I want to spend an evening with that fucking rapper.
Do you remember when you used to be fun?
Yes, it was about the last time we did the actual news, wasn't it? Before your lot turned into this shit.
I'm sorry. My lot?
Well, it's not my fault, is it? Why are you even here today? I mean, it's supposed to be your day off.
I am not talking to you.
Oi. Hey, what's up? Okay.
Go. Go!
Is this okay? Let me clean his overalls.
Could you
There you have it, Jeremy.
proof, if proof be need be, that everything is
actually
just
been
fine.
writing about
I'm
the
Megan
moment
Wolf.
we'd
Here with
finally
science.
meet, Robin.
Back to you.
It's in Iambic
Megan Wolf there,
pentameter.
attempting to do some actual news. Next, heads over to Robin.
What, you hate I am a pentameter? Also, it's creepy that she's writing about it, but the... Okay.
Short, who's in Scritchford with some of the winners of this week's team membership lottery. Robin?
Thanks, Jeremy. I'm here in Scritchford with Gary Failsafe. For school.
Has anyone seen Jenny? Jenny? Jenny?
Okay.
Go!
Proof be need be that everything is just fine.
About
I'm
the
Megan
moment
Wolf.
we'd
Here with science. Back to you.
Megan Wolf there, attempting to do some actual news.
Off you go then. Shoo.
Why are you doing this?
You know, for a smart person, you're really thick. People want their flards more than they want their planet.
Is it true Sophia Remington pays for your tennis lessons?
Excuse me. I have to go and work on my serve.
Wow.
I know you can hear me. Short, who's in Scritchford with some of the winners of this week's team membership lottery. Robin?
Thanks, Jeremy. I'm here in Scritchford with Gary Failsafe.
Has anyone seen Jenny? Jenny? Can I get a refill, please? I know you can hear me. Don't you walk away from me.
Ugh.
Jenny!
Oi. The matter's probably gonna call it after I go through these story bits.
Makeup! No, not that. Look, I know it's not your job, but can I get a refill, please? Look, I know it's not your job. I don't want to come over entitled like a certain co-host of mine, but my throat is dry, and I have to be sat here until the inevitable clusterfuck of an interview that is this, Gary the Shit Collector, comes to an end. So, if you wouldn't mind, please. Well, go on then. Thank you.
He's trying to be nice. Kind of. He's like, I know it's not your job, but please get me water. Please. Just a little rude about it. What's really funny is that her being like, hey, there's I actually like how she's like, yeah, you know what's on the news? Shit. Shit that's on the news. There's no news.
And that's all we have time for today. Back to you, Jeremy.
Thanks.
That was disgusting. Go. Go! Just get out of here!
Lucky pair they are.
That was disgusting! Go! Just get out of here! Go!
Sorry, I might have got a bit carried away. All right.
No, not you. You! Yes, you! Get out of my face!
This one's called a study in chord.
Why?
God, if you finally found someone who
Get out of my face!
Hello there, Jeremy. Hello, yes.
This one.
Poor bastard.
God, if you finally found someone in a worse situation than you.
I'm picking up that you might be somewhat annoyed with me.
For your information, Jeremy, me and my lot aren't the reason there's no real news left. I put plenty of ideas forward, but they always get squashed up the chain.
Fucking bozeman.
No, not Bozeman, further up.
Ooh, tell me more.
I shouldn't have even said that.
Well, Patrick, who's not looking presentable now, eh?
Not a fan of Patrick, huh?
He hasn't even got a fucking tie.
Fix your hair, my dude. It's on my yes. Also... I'm sorry, it's just really funny to me.
That's enough now. Have you noticed what's happening to him out there? Just called the guest a stinking old tramp. Are we really going to let this continue? Oh, Patrick, why? No, you shouldn't. He's taking his shirt off on national news. Shouldn't we cut away?
I like how this guy actually did a pretty good job, even being so stinky, of being like,
Okay, he's passed out. He's actually unconscious. Are we going to come back now?
I'm Barry Lardons. Back to you, Jeremy.
Sparring?
You need to stand back. No, way back. The first few expulsions are devastating. You've started now. Right, you might take yourself a seat before it gets messy.
Even for you.
I don't care. Who appear to be here purely for medical reasons. Don't go away. Unless, of course, you've got something better to do. We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back. Well, that was stupid, even for you.
I don't care. It's done. I am done. It's 200 fucking degrees in here, and I can't do this anymore.
You say this every Friday.
I've done something.
What do you mean? Jeremy?
My mic is still on.
and we just wanted to see the first section of the boiling point, and then I don't know if I'm gonna watch the end of sequence 3 because I did cut away. I think they stop it before it gets to that point.
That's what I'm talking about? Cat football? We should be doing an interview with the War Minister, or a report from Grentham Downs. Even the weather would be more fucking relevant than this.
Jeremy, please, just breathe. It's just something light to keep people's minds off things.
Exactly, which is wrong. People's minds should be very much on things. Christ, it's so fucking hot.
Please take your seats as quickly as you can.
I can't do this anymore, Jenny. I've had enough. That's it. This is just
10 seconds. Get over yourself, Jeremy. Why don't you stop feeling sorry for yourself for 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News with me, your host, Jeremy Donaldson.
Okay. Oh, I guess because there's a different route I could have gone. All right.
How long?
Jeremy, please.
How long?
17 seconds.
Okay, so we've seen this part.
And the studio doors are all still locked?
Alan James. Ugh. When you got one side that's worse and one side that's the worst and one side that's bad.
Cut to the ads.
I've lost this
Alex.
fight.
Cut to the ads.
I've let you down.
Please, we can't show
All
this.
of
Cut
you.
to the ads.
My name's Jeremy
Now.
Donaldson.
Do it now.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna leave off on that cliffhanger. And then I will probably be back to playing this next week, and then we'll see how long we go. Yes, Kat, I hear you. Give me a moment. Yes, you're very cute. Okay. Alright. Well, if you're watching this feature, thanks for watching. Hey, I have community posts now available, so I guess I'll post my schedule there as well, instead of just on Twitter. Huzzah! Peace out, Home Scouts. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.